When was the last time you looked forward to a family reunion? Yeah, that's kind of what we thought. How'd you like to be part of an ACO family reunion? Because the American Cornhole organization is always looking to add new names and new games and more smiling faces to the family, and you and your friends and neighbors are exactly who we have in mind. Become an ACO member now, and you'll find players, tournaments, and more in and around your area. All ages and all skill levels are welcome. Join the ACO to play and party with the pros and the entire ACO family. Go to AmericanCornhole.com/membership, and remember, everyone can play, and the minute you sign up and start playing with ACO, you've already won. The American Cornhole organization, keep on pitching.
Well, welcome back to Toledo, Ohio, as the ACO Civil War weekend continues. The north side checking in, and we check in as we start paring down to the final teams in ACO Coed here in Toledo, the Glass City Center. Right here in the Glass City, Finn the Loudmouth for the ACO. I just got done eyeballing Daryl Macon down south, taking down and double-dipping my usual partner, the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett, to take the Mobile Seniors division. Congratulations. I know that Philip is going to have a few choice words for himself, but nevertheless, congratulations on grabbing that king seat and having to be double dipped in the first place. Daryl Macon, his fourth seniors win, maxing himself out for the season, so congratulations. The North congratulates the South. But right here in front of us on center court, Russell Tabers, Martina Belt against Josie Clare and Braden Easterling to find out who will be sitting in the king seat for the co-ed doubles a little bit later on. Russell and Martina took down Dave and Carol Wozniak to get here. Josie Clare and Braden Easterling took down Tyler Amos, who I didn't even recognize. He's got a new wig jam, or maybe it's just because he doesn't have his hat on. But I walked right by him and didn't even recognize him until he showed up here on center court. And I said, well, no, wait a minute. I thought Josephina was playing with Tyler. They said that is Tyler. So, nevertheless, that's how we got here. The losers bracket continues rolling. Barry Hempy and Tiffany Sparks are down to Carl Austin and Paula Stevens 11-10 right now. Kennedy Meineke and Carter Guide knotted at 4 with Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou. And again, so we continue working our way toward a co-ed championship here in Toledo, Ohio. Interesting split the way the ACO universe went this weekend. I know the man you're looking at right now getting ready to launch his first bag, Russell Tabor, said they sort of flipped a coin because both were equidistant from their condominium and palace down in Kentucky, so they decided to come this way. A lot of travel from the Tabors crew over the last couple of months. Josie Clare and Braden Easterling, we've seen them since the beginning of the season, tear it up everywhere they go. So this promises to be a good finish right here. If you're watching along, glad to have you, whether you're watching on the YouTube stream or on the Facebook stream. We have rebooted everything, so hopefully some of the technical issues that we had with the freezing will have subsided by this point. Got in here this morning to find out that the internet lines had been reversed, so it caused for quite a bit of consternation and resetting, but everything's running as expected within the tournament. Congratulations to our champions earlier. Sammy Van Sickle took down Bryce Jefferson, and juniors, McKenna Ballou ended up taking down Josephina Ernstberger 21-7 in the second game. Josephina took the first game 21-14, I think it was. And Michael Hoaxang took him 2 games to take down Tony Pena for the seniors, but 21-16 is how he did that in game number 2. So this game is rocking back and forth just a little bit. One off the backside there by Braden. Bags are grabbed and carefully tallied right now. So it was indeed a 9-on-4. Yeah, 9-on-4. So that puts Russell and Martina up 19-7 to see if they can capture that king seat in co-ed. doubles. But had a good time out and about around throughout the town last night here in Toledo. Thanks to our friends from Destination Toledo, as a matter of fact, for getting us hooked in here. Hope to be back here for many years to come. A lot of bags off the back side of the board, especially on this end of center court for some reason today. I don't know if this side is playing faster than the other. I know that seems like it might not be the case, but oftentimes it is. A couple more off the back side right there, and her hands thrown up in the air with just a touch of dismay, if you will. That's a wash. No, actually, I think they picked up 2, didn't they? Yeah, Josie and Braden picked up 2, so 19 on 9. Ruthless is here. IMF is here. True Cornhole is here. A couple of other of our bag partners. A decision to make here for Braden. He just very lightly trips the bag, comes in hot. Oh, and that's probably not what he had planned, but yeah, I think the way he's looking at that, he's saying to himself, oh my God, it held the back and came back in, did a little scuba Steve. A little vocal, a 10 on 10 wash right there. Keeps it at 19 on 9. Josie Claire will have the first bag. Very confidently lets it go right up the middle. Russell says, "You're not going to make it. I'm not going to make it that easy on you moving forward. I'll reblock you," she says. Up and over, says Russell. He able to bounce one in and put one out of play. That one certainly pulled a Salvador Dali off the backside, and then Russell off the back again. He says, "I don't know what's going on." Oh, and unfortunately not able to take full advantage of that as Josie, but Russell says, well, we'll just go ahead and make sure that there's no question about that. And so we'll give up the penny on that, 8 on 7. Takes it to 19-10. Again, Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, as we wrap up season 19 for the American Cornhole Organization. We are getting down to it. 2 majors this weekend, nothing next weekend. And then the following is Camp Margaritaville in Arbor, Florida. Camp Margaritaville is an awesome destination. And if you're looking for a place to stay and you want to stay on property, you can absolutely do that. You can actually kind of Airbnb a camper, and they'll bring it and set it up for you in the slip. They got 25% off the slip fees and everything. All you need to do is check out AmericanCornhole.com, and you find out everything you need. And also there's some hotel information there as well, as Braden again continues thinking, perhaps overthinking his shot, coming in hot. Take it to, he says, oh, I missed it. He was hoping to kind of go left to right, take it right up the middle. Martinez says, I'll take that with all that real estate you left me. Appreciate you. And that is going to wrap it up. 12 on 10 takes it to 21-10. Russell Tabers and Martina Belt will hold on to the king seat in co-ed doubles, as Josie and Braden will now bounce down into the losers bracket and await the winners of, let's see, a match 2. It looks like 3 matches. Kennedy and Meineke and Carter Guy down right now 15-5 to Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou. Dave and Carol Wozniak will face the winner of that match. We'll have another one assigned over here to center court here in just a moment. All the boards have been very active throughout the course of the morning today. Very nice facility here in the Glass City Center. Lots going on. There's a tattoo convention right around the corner, and some very interesting artwork. Had a chance to spend some time with the young ladies in from, I forget what, a different part of Ohio, but she rolled in to finish a Hogwarts sleeve that she's having done around, up and down her right arm, and then around the back shoulder blade on her right-hand side there. So the tattoo folks, and they don't know much about corner. Her artist says he's pretty much a ringer. So we tested his knowledge, and I think we have some video of that we'll be sharing with you at some point. I'm looking over right now on court 31. It looks like in the quads, maybe going on. I think they're just warming up. I see Tracy Pyle, the executive producer of Whole Nation, partnered with the Cornhole dude, Frank Gears, over there. I think they're just warming up. Brian Jones throwing them back to him. It's been a who's who, really. Honestly, we had some big names roll through, especially that women's division. It was quite something to see a lot of marathon games, 25, 27, 30 frame games that were happening throughout the course of the morning. But again, Sammy Van Sickles, our juniors champ, McKenna Ballou, our women's champ, and Michael Hoaxang. All three King seed holders held on and took the championships today. Concession stand is bumping. The bar, sponsored by Green Construction LLC. It's a very sturdy bar they have over there. And Crystal, our bartender's taking very good care of everybody here. If you got any comments, feel free to bring them. If there's anything going on out and around about where you are, would love to hear from you. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if I can get these comments pulled up here for you. Nevertheless, as I said, the Mississippi Ninja pulling the Mobile Major duty down at center court. There in the Outlaw Center. Stephanie Burgett is working with him. I know she felt a little bit bad for my man Philip Barnett, who got double dipped in the seniors in Mobile. So we'll see how he bounces back throughout the course of the late afternoon. Get a good look at the Glass City Center there on your screen. You can see the host of Cornhole players that have made it out to Toledo for our very first ever venture into town. Looking forward actually to getting back here in June. Going to be heading up to what is the world famous Toledo Zoo to check out Robert Plant and Allison Krauss at the Toledo Zoo. Looking forward to that show. Should be a good one. I won't know one single song unless they cover a Zeppelin song, but outside of that, it's supposed to be just a fantastic show. So looking forward to being back to Toledo for that. Not a bad drive up from Cincinnati, a little over 3 hours. Destination Toledo. Appreciate you guys. Thank you much. Had a good time out and about last night. Went to the Dirty Bird. Dirty spelled with a U. Makes it unique. We're right across from the Toledo Mudhens. If you're an old guy and or old gal and you remember the show MASH, Corporal Klinger, Max Klinger, was a Toledoan, I don't know. Talked about Paco's, the world famous hot dogs, Tony Paco's, and then the Toledo Mudhens. So got a chance to see some of that for myself last night in full view. So it's been not even 24 hours been up here, but it's been a lot of fun. Nice little social area there where you can run up and down. We've able to pull cornhole boards out and take over the middle of a bar last night with A.T. Klinger and Frank here showing what they've got. Let's see where we are here in these brackets. So you don't have to just hear me talking about my dinner. Mackenzie and McKenna up 17-7 over Kennedy and Carter. The alliterative Battle Royale, Dave and Carol Wozniak await the winner of that one. Let's see, Carl Austin and Paula Stevens advanced over Barry Hempy and Tiffany Sparks, 21-13. So Chris Teal and Bobby Emmons will face off against Carl and Paula. Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger, who you saw not long ago, eliminated from the winner's bracket, will be fighting back through. Josie Claire and Braden Easterling will be the last battle they will have to face to get out of the loser's bracket to find out who will face off against Russell Tabers, Martina Belt. Bagmaster Quads getting underway. Still have the big blind draw later on this evening, so don't know where you are or what you're up to. You probably should be working. That'd be my guess. But if you've got us up on a little secret screen somewhere on a tablet or a phone, or whether it's, I don't know, maybe you're out someplace, throw up the match up on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook and get it up on the screen. If you're at the bar already, hey, you know what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's almost 5 o'clock here, as a matter of fact. But get it up on the big screen, and we should have a lot of fun, plenty for you to check out throughout the rest of the afternoon. So glad to be your host. Go back here and get us reset. We should be getting a match over here soon, I would think. So we'll get the Team Wozniak game over here from, what looked like it would be Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou, but Kennedy Meineke and Carter Guy chipping away at that lead, 17-9. The winner of that match will face off against Team Wozniak here on center court. In the meantime, you can enjoy some of the sights and sounds of the Glass City Center. I don't know where I lost my potential partners over here. I don't know if that's Bagmaster Quads has sucked up all the available talent in the room to come join me, but nevertheless, I'd be more than happy to tell some jokes, maybe sing a little song. Here's something I did learn about Toledo that I didn't know. Toledo was originally a village in Michigan. It was originally Michigan, and it was like, I guess, a battle to find out who was going to get to keep it. So I think 1833 it started out as a village in Michigan, did Toledo. 1835 and 36, Michigan and Ohio. Yeah, here it is. Both claimed to own the city, but in 1837, Ohio took on Toledo, and Michigan received the UP, the Upper Peninsula, in exchange. Now, I don't know how Ohio had that to give in exchange, but that's the history of Toledo, named after Toledo, Spain, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, kind of interesting. The Glass City, iron ore, the home of Jeep. Drive one of those myself. They're having a big Jeep festival coming up here, I want to say in August here in town. WWE's coming in. We got a game working its way here. Oh, wow, Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou. 21-9 finished off Kennedy Meineke and Carter Guy, so they will face off against Team Wozniak as they are prepping and getting ready to go. Looks like a couple of our players might have been over to the tattoo convention. McKenna Ballou, maybe. See if she go over there and get a little work done on her sleeve. Lots of events actually coming in and around town here, downtown Toledo. I saw our boy, the Tennessee Kid. He's got all new material out, and he's the comedian whose name now escapes me. But very funny guy. It's a pretty good ad for the show, and you can't remember the guy's name. WWE Raw, as I made mention of. We do not own the rights to this music, by the way, in case you can hear it. And I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but we post it all the time. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference. They still, if they want to silence you, they can. Who is it? The Tennessee Kid, Eric? The comedian that we like. Oh, Nate Bargatze. Yeah, he's coming into town with a new show, all new material. Not today, no. He's coming into Toledo, in and around Toledo. I saw him out on the big billboard out front. As I was out bothering the people from the tattoo convention. So Team Wozniak is now assembling at center court. McKenna is dialing something in. I can't tell. She's got earbuds in, maybe dialing up some music. Carol knows how to manhandle the neck of that beer. That is a fact. She drinks with passion, that one. My man, the Ninja, he remembers from a couple years ago in South Bend. He couldn't for the life of him pronounce Wozniak, so he just started calling her that woman. So since then, she has just been that woman. So again, bring those comments if you'd like. Raining as usual, says Alistair Pettit in the UK. Good to have this to watch. Glad to have you, man. And if you're at the Par Inn in Cornwall or anywhere, maybe, no matter where you are, Alistair, go ahead and throw us up on the big screen and enjoy, well, what would be the evening now. It's almost, I guess it's about 8:30 your time in Scotland and up in Manchester. Craig Smith, howdy, watching you guys on my phone. And the Mobile Major on the TV. Vicky Lecker, I see you, McKenna Ballou. Good luck, guys. Love you, daughter. So it's good to see the support coming from all over the place as this game will be underway here in just a couple of moments. Mackenzie Kopp, McKenna Ballou facing off against Dave Wozniak and Carol Wozniak. I probably don't have to set which one is which on which side of the board. You probably got that figured out. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. And again, Camp Margaritaville, the next ACO major in a couple of weeks. And then we wrap up season 19 in Branson, Missouri, as is always the case. A lot of good stuff going on there. And, of course, all of this is the road to Owensboro, Kentucky, back-to-back world championships. And Owensboro looking forward to getting back there. And we've announced the core schedule for the ACO Worlds, the Tuesday through Saturday competition, so you can start planning depending upon the divisions you're going to be taking part in. But there are going to be additional events happening the 3-4 days prior to Tuesday as well. That Monday is going to be a big party. We've got the AAU organization and junior cornhole taking front and center stage, so looking forward to having them as part of the World Championships week and then some. Some other good stuff that we'll be unveiling for you as we get closer to the middle of May and 1st of June. Of course, we'll have player of the season battles going on, as we always do. I think Daryl Macon talking about he and Johnny Thomas and 2 or 3 others that are looking to battle for that seniors player of the season, so that'll be happening in Owensboro as well. It'll be interesting to get back to Owensboro. Last time we were there, the Super Major in January. But interesting to see because there's always something new to see when we get there. Getting a good wide-eyed view of Mackenzie and Carol down there. Oh. Yeah, the cameras seem to have a mind of their own today. I think it's that stupid AI. I'm expecting Arnold Schwarzenegger to come in here any moment and tell me to come with him if I want to live. Oh, my. So, again, the king seat being held currently by Russell Tabers and Martina Belt. They will await whoever it is that matriculates from the losers bracket. Right now, Carl Austin and Paula Stevens are down 11-8 to Chris Teal and Bobby Emmons on court number 2. As the first egg gets broken, Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou post up a 6. Carol and Dave, a little bit of work to do. Yeah, that other board we'll have up as soon as this camera decides it wants to play nice. Carol has a very deliberate stance and throw, very intense. Went over and said hello to her a little while ago, and it dawned on her who I was and gave me a big spine-cracking hug to say thanks for coming over to say hello. Nice bag there. Mackenzie comes in and plugs up that little lane that she had found and made use of to this point. On or up, he says. On or up. Oh, she went up and she kind of did both. It was up and on, and it looked like it might be a little bit short when it left her right hand, but what she needed done was done. 6 on 2. And Dave Wozniak places a nice blocker that McKenna Ballou says, well, there's just about enough of that. I'll go ahead and move those where I want them, down under. He says, all right, well, if that's what we're going to do, then let's just go hole for hole. What do you say? Nobody can do it better than she can. No action on this bag at all. A pure knuckleball, and somehow she is able to control it. I still, as many times as I've seen her play, don't know how she does it. Dave does a nice job of using his bag to do his bidding, and McKenna unable to have that one turn left to right, so that's just going to end up being a 10-10 wash. And we move ahead to the next frame, 6-on-2. Again, Josie Clare and Braden Easterling are, if there is such a thing as a king seed in the losers bracket, they're basically the ones you're going to have to get through if you want to have a shot at Russell and Martina, who will wait the winner out of the losers bracket. Let's see if there's an update there on court 2. Yeah, Teal and Emmons up 17-8 over Austin and Paula Stevens. 6-2 here on center court. Carol says, I'll step outside and take the right to left if you're going to give it to me. Up and, well, not going to hate that. Going to force Mackenzie to just sort of build up a pile right there in front. She's going to go in hot and try to get through it, but not going to hate that either. It's just going to be a lot of, oh, man. I'll tell you what, he certainly would love to have that one back, pull the string on it, because now at this point I think these bags look a lot alike. He's got one off the back, 1, 2, 3 up top. She's got one in, one on top. So 4-on-3. Oh, and she tried. So it's going to be, it looks like 4-on-3. Pick up a penny. Oh, 7-on-3. I must have missed something down there, obviously. Nice high bag there from Dave. And again, boy, if you're not seeing the bag in flight, it is just dead. I don't even know what other word to use with dead. And it's going to sit up front and plug the hole just a little bit. McKenna just throw that dead bird right at it. Everything sits up straight, and it's 6 and an 8. That's going to put another couple in Mackenzie and McKenna's bank right there. So 8-on-6 with an early 6-0 lead. Now Team Wozniak has clawed back. McKenna and Mackenzie put the deuce on top, and this one's going to take a minute, I think. Carol steps out. Nicely done. Nicely collected. Now she'll stay in tight to the board because Mackenzie said, I'm not going to let you go do that again. She's got enough room there if she wants to take it up the middle and bully his out. Almost. She left a little bit hanging for him to go collect. And a little bit of work to do if he wants to grab that. She should just pull that same shot out of her kit bag there. Take that middle. And she does. And boy, and that was a bag Mackenzie was certainly not. I don't think he was expecting it to land it that far back. So that's very well played and a great advantage. Taking of a mistake there from Mackenzie. So 12-on-7, a 5 spot there. That takes it to 11-on-8 and puts the first bag back in the hands of Team Wozniak here center court at the Glass City Center. Toledo, Ohio. Finn the loudmouth for the ACO as the American Cornhole Organization Season 19 continues working its way toward Owensboro, Kentucky, the final week of July. We'll wrap things up on, I believe it's the 27th, Saturday the 27th, which is American Cornhole Organization World Cornhole Day every year, the final Saturday of the year. Building a little 2-layer cake over there is McKenna Ballou. Nice push through there by Dave Wozniak, just enough oomph to get all that out of the way. She'll just come in. Oh, boy, that one looked like it had a chance to be a dirty bag, catch the front of the board. But it tumbled up and functions as a blocker now. Dave goes up and over, takes, and her bag ended up doing, I don't know that it was put there to do that, but it did the trick. Just enough for him to kick off and go off the backside of the board. So she's got some work to do. Not a bad finish there for the way that it started out. Only sacrificing 1 point there, so 12-8. Seen a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces, which is great. Alan Ballard is out for his first major ever here with us in Toledo, and he's going to come over and join me at some point, but I'll let him tell you what it is that brought him here and what it is that got him started playing cornhole. Now, the way Mackenzie throws his bag, he should be able to run right up through there unless Carol decides she's going to try to play a block game, but she did. I felt like she probably was going to go for the hole, but he did a nice job there of running up the middle and grabbing it. The angle was a little different than I thought it was from where I'm sitting. But has a good grab, and Carol's bags both look like they're ungettable, so she needs to focus on the hole. She might be able to do it, but Mackenzie's smart to stay to the right side. He should be able to collect 2 there. Oh, and he laid up short. That doesn't cost anybody anything, does it? Or no, that was a 10-on-6. Yeah, it was. So that opens up a tie on the dozen. Carol is I don't know if she does vocal impressions, but she's got a Paula Stevens down if she wants it. She could do a Paula Stevens robocall if one needed to go out here. Let's see what we got here as we welcome Alan Ballard. I was just talking about you just a moment ago, man.
Well, thanks, Vin.
I was talking a little bit about this being your first major ever with us. And as we watch this game right now, 14-on-12 with Mackenzie and McKenna over top of Team Wozniak. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. What brings you to Toledo, my friend?
Well, last year, flipping through YouTube and came across the ACO stream at Worlds at Owensboro.
Oh, no, Owensboro, yeah.
Yeah, Owensboro.
All right.
And kind of got interested in it and looked at it, and Bill and Dylan were doing their broadcast, and I hit them up a message. I was like, hey, I'm looking for a set of bags. I want to get into this. They hooked me up, and rest is history. So I started playing. My very first time throwing bags was August the 5th of last year. Right here I am in my first major.
How about that?
I played at a couple of regionals. And the great thing that I was talking to you about earlier is with ACO, it is truly that family. That family environment.
No, that's great.
You come down here. Yeah, there's a few people that I know, but nobody's a stranger.
Right.
So we always say in the South, the only reason we ain't friends yet is we ain't met.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. You might come in knowing a couple people. You'll leave knowing everybody. Everybody you want to know, you'll know.
Yeah.
Leaving here.
Yeah.
And the arms are wide open. Boy, look at that. That changed dramatically there with 19-on-14. Sorry, I got all wrapped up in your story and quit paying attention to the score. But, no, that's exactly what we want. We want you to come in. We want you to have fun, and we want you to play as long as you want to play. And you can do it. You've seen some of these senior players, how long. T-Bone Dawson and a handful of others that have used it to their benefit for strength, flexibility, health, whatever it is. And what you said, you're
56. I'll be 56 in August.
Yeah, so you're available to play seniors throughout, so you can try to get in there and roll that division. But that's pretty cool, man. Just getting started in August, and here you are.
Yeah.
So glad to have you along.
That'd be 10-on-2.
10-on-10 wash.
That's a Washington.
That's a Washington.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that one.
Yep. Well, McKenna, she's just been hot. She won the ladies. And
yeah.
just watching her with that roll bag, it's just insane.
Well, that bag, it's mystifying. It doesn't move. It's a knuckleball. It doesn't move at all until she wants it to once it hits.
I just wonder if she was a softball player.
You know what? That's a good call. That's a good call because she does. Right there. It's that could be the end of it here if Carol can get dialed in. She seems to be
right down center court.
And again, this is not the final, but this is running back through the loser's bracket. We'll have plenty of matches to get to you. Nicely done there. She's looking for a 4-bagger. He's going to try his Mackenzie. Oh, he did. That's a great bag right there.
That's a nice attempt at it.
Elimination quarterfinal here.
You know, I've been seeing a lot of people throwing slick side here with the bags. The boards are slowing down just a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like this bag to our left, where you see McKenna and Dave, back of that, but the back half of that board seems to be playing a little bit fast. I've seen a couple people really kind of, their bag really takes off
when it hits that
if
spot.
There's nothing. Yeah,
Gotcha.
If there's nothing stopping it. But that's just on that one side. But I think to your point, I think you're exactly right. She gets the 4-bagger. Mackenzie says, I'm going to go in there and try to get it. Not enough, and that's going to do it. 21-14. Dave Wozniak, Carol Wozniak, congratulations. Moving forward, they will take on the winner of Chris Teal and Bobby Emmons, who are right now up 4-2 on Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger. Teal and Emmons took down Carl Austin and Paula Stevens just a little while ago, 21-16. So the next match we have should be over here. Now they're finishing up the score. They got to get that in there to score Holyoke. Yeah, that was a 21-14 final, absolutely. So that allows everything to be moved forward.
You know, one of the things you and I were talking about earlier is, like I said, I'm newer as in the grand scheme of things to the game. And some of the people that I play with up in North Michigan, and shout out to all the people up in the Gaylord area,
all right,
and all my friends there, is, you know, they asked me, said, man, you're going to go down there, and these are like pros, and they're shooting 10s and 12s. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to put myself out there. And I said, I want to be an inspiration to other people to say, you know what, it doesn't matter. Anybody can play, anybody can win. We always say that, right? So I want to be that inspiration for other people to say, put yourself out. Don't just stay home and local. And it is fun, it's social, and that's what we do. But if you have a little bit of a competitive spirit, which I still do,
right,
come put yourself in this position. Put yourself out here in front of these pros. You're never going to get better until you get to playing other people that are way higher than you.
Right.
I played these guys, these seniors today, and they're running bags, you know. And I've got a little bit of a roll shot. I've got a cut. I can't airmail like these guys, but I put that blocker up there, and I ain't gonna roll over.
Right.
I'm not gonna roll over and let them win. I'm gonna make them work at it. But I want other people to see, hey, it's okay. Come down here, have some fun. It's great family environment, and what a beautiful facility. It's wide open.
This is great. This building is huge. The Glass City Center here. But, you know, you brought up a great point. I'll tell you, I always go back to this same story. I had a buddy who was a very good racquetball player back in the day. I don't know if you remember racquetball.
I do.
But it was huge. Everywhere you went, racquetball courts, here and there, clubs, and everything else have probably been turned into pickleball courts now. But anyway, and that wasn't me. The sound of my eyes rolling. Oh, yeah, it was. But he would take me out and he'd go, come on, let's go play. So we'd go play, and he would beat my ass, 21-2. I would play so badly I'd lose 2 points. It was that's how bad I was. And he would coach me while we were playing. He goes, well, here's what you could have done, should have done. And then he'd show me how to do it. And one of the keys was if you can just take the serve and put it where somebody can't get to it, even taking it up high off the back wall where you can't even return it, he showed me how to do all that stuff. The greatest day ever for me was the day that I finally beat him. He didn't let me beat him. I finally beat him in a game, and it took 8 months, a year.
Check him off the list.
Yeah, but I beat him, and that was when he was cool with it. He goes, man, you got it. You figured it out. And I was doing the things that he had taught me, and when I finally put it all together and everything clicked and I beat him, great feeling. And that's to your point about, you know, you come out here and you know, Ric Flair and Matt Guy have always said you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's absolutely the truth. That's where you get it, and you're not going to get that unless you have, like you said, that competitive edge. I just read another article about the demise of rec league softball. It seems like the weekend warrior guys that are getting into their 40s and their 50s, they're not risking the injury of playing softball the way that they used to, but this lends itself perfectly to that person with a competitive spirit.
And then like pickleball you were talking about earlier, that's been a detriment to a lot of senior adults because they're out playing and they still have that competitive edge, but then they'll trip and fall and like get hurt and whatnot.
No,
but
my girl Tammy, 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 I'm going to get on with you. She just came over and admitted she went upstairs and fell asleep, took a nap. No, we got another match coming up here. Well, next time you see me, just come on over when we got a game. We'll have Tammy Klinger come up here and join in as well. But
that's a great thing right there. So Tammy Klinger and them, they hit me up over there, and we were all talking, and Russell Tabor, all those whole. It's like a little city over there. And when they're like, "Hey, Alan, I already know you on your Facebook. Alan, not a cornhole pro. Not a cornhole pro. It's my Facebook page." And I built that page not just to for another page to run. I built it to get in the community and to say, you know what, I am who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not this. I do play. I am competitive. I love this, and I've developed a lot of friendship over this.
Yeah.
My wife calls them, people that are here. It's like, oh my gosh, they come up and say, "Hey, Alan, I know you. I followed you on your videos and all this." And I'm like, how cool is that? Okay, so good, like Rudy Fernandez right here. I mean, I've seen him. We met a couple different times, and every time we see each other, he comments on our post, and we're back and forth.
Yeah.
Just a friendly guy. And got here down here today, and I got to play the first time. I've never played it in quads, so I got to do that today for the first time.
Yeah.
Never played that format. And they just Mike and Greg Scott over there, they accepted me in with CBC through our CBC Ronins. Got to give the big shout out to them. Dylan and Bill, they've really also taken me under their wing as well, helped me, give me some encouragement, give me some guidance as well, helping me out.
Well, and those are guys that they are ambassadors for the game, not just for their own brand, but for the game.
And that's what I want to be.
Right.
I want to be that ambassador for the game. I want to encourage other people to say, hey, you can do this. Come on, let's go.
Vicky checked in, McKenna's mom. She said she just played soccer. She didn't play softball.
Okay.
I mean, she looks like she's got kind of a softball delivery and
or even horseshoe.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just power in that bag. It doesn't look like it would have it, but when it hits, it does what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
But I'll bet she was a hell of a soccer player as well. I would imagine.
And what a nice
she
young
probably
lady.
left a lot of jocks in her wake with people like, whoa, where did she go?
Yeah.
And
she's super friendly. I mean, I met her.
Yeah.
I just met her for the first time. I've watched her on your streams many a time.
Yep.
And we were up at Houghton Lake and playing in a big tournament there. There was 76 people there, and I said, hey, I see McKenna's here. I want to meet her. So I talked to her. I want to see her. I like watching the mechanics. And I asked her, I said, how do you do that? And so she showed me her grip, and she showed me how she throws it.
Yeah.
And it's like almost physically impossible how it just floats through the air. And
it's like a knuckleball. Yeah, it's a straight knuckleball, but when it hits the board, it does what she has whispered in its ear to do. Let's see where we are. Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger continue to try to work their way back towards the King seed, to the King seed battle with Martina and Russell. They're up 17-6 over Chris Teal and Bobby Emmons. Dave Wozniak and Carol Wozniak have advanced, and Josie Claire and Braden Easterling will play the winner of the Wozniak match against the winner of the next one we'll have here on center court. We still have the Bagmaster quads going on. We have the big blind draw a little bit later on tonight. Gorgeous day outside. Spent some time outside with some folks who are enjoying the weather here. Toledo's just been fantastic. I haven't seen any action from Mobile. I did see my boy Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnetti, at the King seat in Mobile in seniors. Got double dipped by Daryl Macon.
The double dip Dairy Queen ice cream sandwich time.
Yes, he did. He went down and he got down there and double dipped. In fact, when I saw the picture that was sent to me, April Clemens sent me the picture of Daryl with the trophy and and his bag and the number one. I thought, I wonder where Philip came in, and then I went back and rewatched some of their stream. I'm like, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here, as far away as I could get from him.
He's been playing really good lately.
He really has. He's last 4 to 6 months. He has really found a stride. So we're going to keep an eye on this game. Tyler and Josephina now have extended their lead 19-6, and you can watch them. They're right over here over our right shoulder. Tyler Amos, I didn't even recognize him without his hat on. and without his stunt double, Craig Irvin,
Yeah.
with him as well. And a lot of people were saying on the stream when we finally got it going, they're like, who is that? He looks like Tyler Amos, but don't know for sure. So as you've met more and more people, Alan, and again, Alan Ballard, not a cornhole pro, next to me here in the booth, his first ever major. As you've worked your way around this major and as you've watched different streams, thoughts on a King of Cornhole or maybe our first ever singles Queen of Cornhole? Any thought?
Singles queen, I got to say McKenna Ballou.
You think?
I really do.
But I mean, now here's what I mean by that. We used to have a king and a queen of cornhole.
Okay.
There was a male and a female king and a queen. We merged everything just to the one singles title. So since then, it's only been one singles title. A singles title, now it could be a man or a woman, but it's been all kings to this point. So who will be our first singles queen? Can she win it all is my question, if you think it's McKenna.
I think she's got it. I really do, just because she's a local girl. Josephina Ernsberger, she's hot. I'm starting to think maybe she's dialing it in just at the right time, and we're going to see them here on center court. They just dispatched with Chris Teal and Bobby Emmons 21-6, so they'll take on Carol and Dave Wozniak. We'll see if Tammy makes her way back here to call this match. If she doesn't, you and I will call it. How about that? That'll work. You can't rule out the Hurts.
Oh no, it's almost a given that, especially with doubles, it's them and everybody else at this point. From a single standpoint, I think Isaac actually comes in with a little bit higher percentage of winning it all, maybe than Caleb. But again, and Caleb has had it's funny and not in a ha-ha way. Each year you think right when he's poised to finish everybody off, something happens. Like the one year he dropped a ice cream machine or something on his foot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Messed his foot up, but still came out and I mean nutted up and played a hell of a tournament. But we've had a lot of people, Sebastian Barger, who's come a long way. We've got a lot of, I tell you, Mason Higgins, is another monster.
That's the one I'm thinking, Mason Higgins, but, he destroyed people down in the South.
And again, just in the last 3 months. So the way the season started, it's changed. It's shifted. There's been a tectonic shift, and the Hurts dominated the first half. They maxed out on everything almost as quickly as they could. But we shall see. I mean, don't ever count him out. Isaac has got, when he gets his game dialed in, and now that he's dialed in with those Gusto bags, he is a absolute force to be reckoned with. There's nobody more consistent than Caleb. It's going to be an interesting run to the finish line, to be sure.
So do you think that with Isaac, I think sometimes he plays a little too aggressive?
Possible.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, and don't get me wrong, he has the shots, everything in his arsenal. Yeah. He's got the roll. He's got the big push.
Big push.
I mean, he pushed him from a 5.
Sure.
From a level 5. I think he could probably push him from a level 6 blocker all the way up.
Well, and he's the one that puts him there.
Yeah.
To move him up later. It's 100%. Like he's playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is playing checkers, and he's playing chess with his bags. But we're getting ready to get this. Are you out? All right, we're losing. We're losing a local. It's hard to say. Tracy Pyle only lives about 30 or 40 minutes from here, so it was nice to be in this neck of the woods. So she decided to drive on over and play a couple of divisions. She was partnered with Gears in the Coed, which explains her early exit for the day.
Yeah, we played against Big Daddy Cornhole in the Bagmaster.
In the quads?
Yeah, in the quads. That was Frank does he have that much energy all the time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is impressive.
Well, we talk about he doesn't eat much. A lot of his calories come in 16 ounces at a time, but he burns them off. I mean, you look at him, he's like the Speedy Gonzalez buzzing around the room as we get this thing just about underway. It's Carol saying, why don't you keep score if you don't mind, because I heard her earlier celebrating the fact that she actually put something in Scoreholio correctly. So she's got her go-go juice, and we are underway.
It's right down the middle.
Yeah, Josephina, I mean, she is, and that last bag pause that she has before she throws pretty quickly up until that last bag, and then she thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks. Up and over. Oh, boy, it sat up. Now watch her here. Dave will push and run up through now. Oh, well, she proved me a liar. She's going to go up. Oh, look at that. Little laundry basket. Dave says I'm going to help stick them up there.
We need a plumber on center court. We got a clog.
Yeah, 2 big fistfuls there to empty the laundry. And, I don't know. Have they started? I don't. Maybe they haven't even started the game yet.
Nope, there's the fist bump.
There it is. All right.
Double fist bump. We're ready to go.
All right. I wondered why, because that wasn't her typical order of operations and flow. You see Todd Ernsberger over there perpetually with his little scooter there to move himself around.
Yeah, he blew out his ACL.
Yeah.
Little heel and, yeah.
So Tammy and AT are over there. I'm going to have her work the next game here with me. We'll work this one here and then keep an eye on things and just kind of bounce around.
Ooh, she went for an aggressive shot there.
I need to lean up where I can get a better view of that board.
Tyler stepping out just a little bit. Ah, there it is, right in the middle. Sitting 7-on-1 right now. There's 4-on-7 right now.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm not a math guy. I'm certainly not a rolling math guy. So a lot of times I count on looking at what they've posted and put in there for their stats to get the final. And so oftentimes these bags look so similar. This is one of the rare matches on center court where the bags don't almost look exactly alike. So it's kind of nice to see. And Tyler pushes everything a little bit too hard to the right. And that is not going to do him any favors as they load him up. 4-on-8.
Yep.
So that puts a 4-spot up.
Little 4-spot kitty chicken nugget meal. Yeah, there's that pause you were talking about. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a good little eye candy blocker.
Up and over, says Dave. He says, if nothing else, I'll try to clean it up. She's going to come in. Oh, I thought she was really going to run through that there, but she just lost it a little bit left or right. Dave says, all right, I'll go ahead and put one in there that I can get a little later on. She'll come in low and finish it for him. Those 2 on the back of no use whatsoever. That one either. Josephina says, I'll take that middle if you're going to give it to me.
Had little bumpers up. There you go.
All right,
8-10.
so that's at 8-on-10, yep.
You know, I'm really glad that you guys are doing the streaming on the North and South. That was pretty fun, the Civil War going. I like that.
Well, we shall see if the South shall rise again. I know a couple of shots at tequila were probably waiting in the Mississippi Ninja after getting double dipped in seniors. But the rest of the afternoon, they've got, I think, who was it? I forget who I saw won the juniors in Mobile. I think it was Sammy Van Sickle won it here. Caleb Rogers, I think. Is it Caleb Rogers? Yeah.
Yep.
Caleb Rogers took down Mason Higgins 21-8.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, so he came from the king seat, so it was a one and done kind of thing. Caleb Rogers, Riley Brewster, Mason Higgins, some of those names. I mean, that was a loaded juniors field. Jace Thompson, Parker Burgett. And again, the future of the game right there. 6-on-2 is what we're looking at.
Just a little strong off the back on that one.
Right here. So as you play with folks who, you know, have maybe a more accomplished game, depending upon who you draw in any given tournament, do you find them willing to coach you while you're playing against them, or more of a, after it's all over, here's what you could be doing, or how does that flow go so that you don't disrupt their gameplay?
So a lot of them that I've been playing against, I've been learning to do the block and push. Just make sure you have a good push shot. That was the biggest thing that they coached me with. Is like, hey, what can I make sure I have first? Make sure you have a good push shot, and then you can add to it later on. But
right.
yeah, it's if you make a bad shot, what a push! There it is. See, that's what we're talking about. That's a great push. And,
nicely done.
Yeah, very nice. But after it's over with, they say, slow down.
Right.
Hey, I noticed this. It's afterwards.
It's funny. I would tell you, not being a player. I mean, I don't play. I've got boards and bags out the wazoo. I just don't play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the space at my house. And then when we're all together at the warehouse or wherever we are at the ACO Underground or whatever, we're doing this or we're doing, so I don't get to play when I come out here. It's kind of funny because I'll go find a whole group of boards that may not be getting used at a given time while these guys continue their time out. I don't know if they're making dinner plans right now in the middle of the center court or what's going on. But the bottom line, I'll go down, I'll just start throwing to try to get any kind of feel, but somebody always just comes in and goes, hey, you want to play? And I'm like,
maybe not.
No, I don't. And I don't know how to say that. I'm just trying to work it out because this is the only chance I have to throw. So I've resigned myself to the fact that I'm not going to. So I'm very curious how folks at an entry-level stage to the game, and you've advanced very quickly, and those who have played forever, like Philip, what that mindset is. It's a nice kind of a recovery bag there. She coached him through what she wanted him to do last time, and he did everything except that. Josephina's coming in low and hot, trying to drag through there, so that looks like it's going to be a wash.
Nope, I got a 7 on 8.
Oh, is it?
This is Penny.
No.
And she had one off. He had one off the back.
Oh, okay. I forgot. It was so long ago after the timeout. I forgot. Is it Saturday? So 9 on 2. Josie Claire, Braden Easterling await the winner of this one. If you're watching along at home.
That's a good bag by Tyler right there. Just that V block, that number 1 V blocker right there.
Yeah.
The V block.
Listen to you. You and your V blocker nonsense. Stop it. That's a level 86 blocker. That's a high 5.
Oh, he should have pushed that a little harder, but I think he's just letting it go, letting her work. She's going to go up.
Yeah, she's got a good airmail bag. That's what you're looking up. Yep.
And just a little off.
Even slick side. But that's interesting because that's typically been the part of the board that's been very fast. You went slick side and hit it. There was such an arc in that it didn't fly off the back. If it had come in a little bit lower, that'd have been gone. Nice push right there.
What a push through.
Gonna clean all that up here. Tyler's interesting over the last couple of years because he's changed his stance. He kind of leans back now again like he used to. He had gotten away from that for a minute. Now he's gone back to it. Something he's more comfortable with.
He's going up.
A nice blocker, but yeah, she's left him just enough space between those two bags for him to do what he wants to do, and that's clean all 3 up. Oh,
they got 9.
Take 2 and 1 off the back.
Sitting 9-2 right now.
Yeah, 9 on 2. She's going to have to try to run through this to not make this one a bit of a bloodbath.
Ooh.
Oh, she gets 1.
Yep. That's 4
9 on 5, so the 4.
Yeah, I like how Tyler's his angle of his throw is low.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of them that'll throw big high arc and they'll land and go, but his is such a lower shot and goes right through the bags. Like that, she uses the whole board.
Yeah. Well, and McKenna does the same thing. She's a lot of times in danger of what looks to be a dirty bag as soon as she lets it go, but it grabs the front end and then it goes.
Yeah, I don't mind that right there. The third bag right there. Yep. She can go out and get that.
Right on the edge of the pitch pad. Got to think about it. See, there's that 4th bag thought process. Come around right to left. Oh.
And I don't mind that.
That's good.
That 4th bag like that. If you can push them all.
Yeah. That's what Carol's saying. Just come through and try to cut through and take it all, clean it all up.
That's all right.
Not bad. I think she would certainly like to have seen that last bag go. So 12 on 10 and another 2 spot there. Josephina Ernstberger, Tyler Amos hold a 15-2 lead over Dave and Carol Wozniak, who have played very well together and individually. Her game's really come a long way. We tend to see her at more of the northern majors, and we have some exciting news for season 20 for our northern players, which is good.
Talking to Frank about that.
Have you? Did he mention some things to you?
Some of it, yeah.
Let's not be talking about any of that just yet. Oh my goodness!
Whoopsie.
Threw that into the Maumee River. That one came in high, and wow.
And look at it. He's gonna leave that one right there.
Yeah, it looks like we got a lock here on one of the cameras here, but you can see the bags as they approaching it to the board. There it is. That's the one she was looking for there. That the zip line bag, I call that one. And Tyler's able to split the uprights there that he left on the. She's going to come up and do it again, and now she uses his bag as a little bit of a bumper there. Nicely done. Bang.
Oh, yeah.
Pounds his hands together as if to say,
yeah, get
enjoy
up,
those.
Give up one if she goes in. Wish she does.
Nicely done.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. 9 on 8. That'll be the penny.
You know, you think about when you're playing, it's you got one off the board, and you're like, oh man, I'm not going to give up some. Then you end up with the next 3 in the hole, and you gain a point.
Right.
Oopsie.
Yeah, dude. Well done. Welcome to the announcer's jinx.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh.
Okay, I'm shutting up.
Yeah, they might ask you to vacate the entire premises, not just the booth. Is that the Danger Ranger in the booth, says William Joseph Howell. Who's the new voice? Sounds like he belongs there, says Adam Cook.
I know Adam, yeah. Adam's one of my boys. Thanks,
no, you're
Adam.
supposed to say, I don't know who
I don't know
that
Adam.
is.
Adam, yeah.
I don't know.
Follow
who
me
that
on
is.
Facebook.
You know what? What I would tell you is that Adam guy knows what he's talking about. I knew you knew him. All right. Well, 7 on 5.
They're making a run.
Team Wozniak. That's how you do it. You got to do it 1 or 2 points at a time. It's very rare, and inevitably, you've seen this. But see, you rarely see a 5, a 6, or a 7 spot given up, and then within 2 frames, the unexpected happens.
I got my number 1 cheerleader over there.
Is she over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's telling you, hey, it's time to go.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's too late for lunch, too early for dinner, so you go like cocktails.
Hey, I'm in the seniors. I can do that.
Happy hour. That's true. You can. You can go. I'm sure there's a
the
buffet open somewhere.
Blue hair special. Go to the Golden Corral. We found one. The Golden Corral here. Ooh. It's a dangerous place.
The chocolate fountain
Oh,
to dip
my
your fried chicken in.
Yep.
Nice.
Look at this, right down center court. Just center lane.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Run it down Main Street.
Right down Main Street, right up the center.
There you go. That's gettable.
But again, it's a game that's really very simple. Put it in the hole, put it in the hole, put it in the hole, put it in the hole until you need to play defense and make the other guy find a way to put it in the hole. But if you can control the hole, the middle of the board, that's all you need to be able to do. And it sounds so easy. And
it's just a 1 pound bag, and it's just a
not.
game. You know, so that's the other thing is, you know, I try to do I get some coaching and whatnot, but mental stuff, the mental side of anything competitive. You know, you just get to realize at some point this is just a game.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, how many of these people here are making a living doing this?
Right.
And we're here having fun. It is very social.
Time out, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what's going on. No, you're exactly right. But here's the other thing. Here's the bigger picture. And I don't want to go all Jean-Paul Sartre on you and get super existentialist. It's all just a big game.
Yeah.
Everything from the minute you wake up till the time you go to bed, it's
wrong.
all just a big game.
Keep it in perspective.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what our part in that game is? It's minuscule, and there's no reason not to be good to each other. That's why I don't understand what's going on these campuses over in the Middle East, that monkey, whatever, you know. I just don't understand. It's like a Hatfields and McCoys. Now everybody's fighting and no one even really knows why anymore. We're just fighting because we fight. And maybe if everybody just said, you know, the stuff with Russia, and I'm not trying to get too political. It's just if anybody could just say, you know what, why don't we just live and just be happy and don't be a dick to other people.
Can't we all just get along?
Can't we all? Yeah, right.
What is it? Yeah.
I don't know. But it seems to be a bigger challenge. It does seem the easier way would be just to get along. But I don't know. But to your point, you break it down to the microcosm that is, it'd be all right with that. Not ideal, but there was a lot of
12-9.
tumbling going on in there. 10 on
10-9.
9, yeah. The one off the back.
Yep.
This is a game that can get competitive, and people, you know, when you mix alcohol sometimes, you know, people can get a little bit overly emotional, but for the most part, we all are there to even each other out, you know, and support.
Yeah. So we were coming down, my friends and I, and we got here Thursday, and we were looking on Cornhole and trying to find, like, maybe there's a pre-party event.
Right.
And there ended up being one, and I give a shout out to the Caddyshack Cornhole here in Toledo.
Nice.
Off of Brown Street. And I pulled up and I looked and I was like, is this the right place? Because this is some dude's house. And I am not joking, Finn. This guy has got it lit here.
Yeah.
It is legit. He had 10 boards out. He's poured a new pad this last week. He knew that we were coming. He's got big lights up there. And
great.
He's probably got, I'm not joking, 180, 200 sets of bags, house bags, for anybody who wants to come play. And it's fantastic. What a great place. And we were there till 11:30. We played 12 rounders, and that's all we did.
Yeah.
But it was 50 people there.
Yeah.
But there again, it goes back to the same thing. I only knew one other person there, but by the time we left, we knew a whole bunch of folks.
Knew everybody, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think with cornhole, and as we grow the game and continue to grow. How long has ACO been around?
No, we're going into season 20, baby.
Right. Yeah. So you've got 20 year anniversary coming up. So, look where it's progressed and how it's progressed. Frank and I were talking about that they used to do a lot of these outside venues, and weather was a factor, and rain, and they would throw mud bags and.
Well, and I think to your point, too, and you see Russell Tabers, he's got that what he calls the corn dominium, that awesome space that he's got, the place you were just talking about, Caddyshack Cornhole. But the great thing is you can have that set up and welcome anybody and everybody to come in and play, or you can pick up one set of boards and a handful of sets of bags and go down somewhere and start playing somewhere else at a tailgate or whatever. And that's the portability of the sport is what's so great as well. And so, as we do everything except tell you about the score of the game, 15-7 right now. This game seems like it's been going on since dawn, but it's been a little bit of a
strategic.
Strategic, and I would tell you this. I would bet you if Tyler and Josephina, if you were a bug on the wall in their conversation after this, they would have said we should have tried to put our foot on their neck and finish it faster than we did. And I think they were trying to some aggressive shots that got away from them, and they've let them creep back into this game.
All right, he's going to go right up the middle and split that.
Yeah, right up the gut.
Yeah, fast side.
Fast side's down. And up the middle
stuck.
and off to the left.
That's what I'm saying. The boards are just a little bit tackier than what you'd think they would be. He's got another bullet.
Yeah, he's got one more in the chamber.
Because if she hits that, it'll possibly hit his, and hers can ricochet off.
Well, right now, we saw her earlier get a really good push on one and push one through. I feel like if she brings that shot back in, she could push him and leave his alone. She's going to...
Bink.
Well,
there you go. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's not a bad leave right there. He's got
airmail drag.
A decision to make. I don't know if there's enough bag there in the hole for him to grab. Might just try to backside it. I don't know what his cut bag looks
Bink.
like.
No. Went off. Hey, defense too. Knocked him off.
A little bit.
7 wash.
A little bit.
Yep. Knocked one of his off and hers off too. So
the risk versus reward there, Dave. Wozniak, Carol Wozniak, putting up a mighty fight against Tyler Amos and Josephine Ertzberger here at center court, Toledo Glass City Center, Toledo, Ohio, the 4th largest city in Ohio. I did not know that. I would have thought it was in the top 10, but I would not have thought top 5. Right here where the Maumee meets Lake Erie.
She's asking him to go out. Oh, he does.
Wow.
What a good left to right.
Good shot. She's going to push through.
She just goes same thing. She pulled it. She pulled that one in a little bit more.
Left that bag in play. Going to try it again.
Just a little.
Got away from him all the way across. She's going to come in hot again.
There she goes.
Nice.
That's a good replacement. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just telling you, come in there and cut that at 7 o'clock. And, oh, boy, it just skipped enough to hang up on the backside. She should be able to run through it. Some of the more, I'm going to take a little quick timeout. Josephina is, I think, our shoe queen in the ACO, too. Her collection of kicks is unmatched. Some light up and blink and do whatever, but she has probably got the best shoe game in all of the ACO. All right, taking advantage of a timeout called by the other team is Carol and Dave saying, okay, this has been a nice family reunion, but you got to get back down there. This was their timeout.
Good work. Go ahead down there.
Those of you who are watching along on the stream, boy,
she gave
it
up 2.
kicked just a little bit.
Picks up 2, 10 on, or 8 on 6.
Yeah, if you're watching, whether you're watching the YouTube stream or whether you're watching the Facebook stream, make sure that you smash the subscribe button, as a matter of fact, if you're on YouTube. And then when you have an opportunity, if you head out someplace, you want to just have Cornhole on in the background, ACO TV is there for you at YouTube. So it's always living at the top of the page, and it's always rolling. So you can flip it up at the bar and have some great matches on there for people to check out. That one got away from her, I think. I wonder, at this point, I mean, we're at 4:25-ish Eastern. We're probably halfway through the day for those who are going to be playing in the big blind draw and so on and so forth.
Yep, I'll be in that.
Maybe a little bit beyond halfway, but when does the fatigue factor set in?
I think it's age.
Yeah?
It's age dependent.
Yeah.
I could take a nap, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's what Tammy went. She went and took a nap a while ago.
Yeah.
So somebody was asking about why we put the juniors and seniors and all that early, first thing.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, the seniors, we're up early anyways.
Right.
So most of us are. And we'll get it done, but we're going to need a nap in the afternoon. What is it? Dylan says the Cane Club.
No, I haven't heard that one.
There you go, 10 on 12.
All right, so Russell
2 more.
Tabers and Martina Belt hold the King's seat in Coed doubles. Josie Clare and Braden Easterling will be the match here on center court following this one. The winner of this will face off against Josie and Braden. And if it's Tyler and Josephina, that'll be a rematch of the game that put them into the loser's bracket.
Well, that's a good bag.
Josie and Braden, I should say.
Ooh, beautiful work, right to left.
Mm-hmm. She's not wasting any
Oh,
time
she's
there to
going
go
just
grab
gonna
that one.
Just stick it right up.
Set the hook. Nicely done.
Yeah, he can't make a mistake here.
No.
You're in that dead zone right now. Pressure bag right here.
That's where you just count on that
There
muscle
you
memory.
go.
Look at that.
100%.
And
There's a 12.
double four baggers. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see it?
That's a curse.
Hey,
All right.
nicely
There's
done.
social.
Well done. I think that's the first one of those we've seen this game.
Yes, it is 100%.
12 on 12. And those who are waiting in the wings are like, of course it is. How about 21-0? Anybody want to pull one of those off, please? Let's move.
Like some of the Bagmaster quads have finished up there. They're getting close. Oh, that's a beautiful blocker.
Is that a V, or would that be a W, or a Y?
That'd be a
perhaps
V blocker. It'd be like a 1.5.
A Q. Would that be a Q blocker, Alan?
Look at her. Just goes right through it. She said, get that out of my way. Get that trash out of my way.
Alan, not a cornhole pro. Ballard joins me here in the mix and behind the mics in Toledo on center court as the Mississippi Ninja and Stephanie Burgett handle the anchor duties from the Outlaw Center in Mobile, Alabama. So no matter which of the streams you're watching, hopefully you're enjoying a day of great cornhole. I'll tell you, both fields have stacked throughout, both north and south, in what we're calling the ACO Civil War weekend. The north and the south competing once again for dominance. Will the south rise again? I don't know. A little while ago I heard some Skinner. Now I'm hearing Springsteen. So it's certainly a battle of the Yankees versus the
Rebs.
Good old Southern boys, yeah.
All right, I think she's going to go put a blocker up here on him.
Just try to squeeze them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a big
that's
eye.
a
That's what
perfect
she
blocker.
did.
Yeah, you got to do that. He's going to go up. You could do a short air mode, but it could get trampoline if you don't not careful.
Yeah. If he catches
There it
any of
is.
that bag in the front. Oh, and he
see,
did.
That's a trampoline.
Yep.
That's the problem with that right there. Try to short rodeo that in, and you just bounce that flat bag and just hit. His bag is so flat.
It also hit further left at the hole than he wanted.
But he's got points to play with.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're wanting to finish it, but
If you go off, they get 2, he's saying. She needs to know. They do take their time.
yeah, I think she's more like the director of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that. like an unofficial timeout there.
Austin Douglas, when you get a chance, come up to the tent, please. Austin Douglas.
I don't know. It seems like an awful lot of time to
It's not
say
baseball. There's not a shot clock.
to do whatever you want to do. Just yeah. There is a clock running in the heads of the competitors, I'm sure. And this is absolutely a case of overthinking it.
Mm-hmm. Bink. Oh,
just off the back, and that does it.
Yep.
That's going to wrap it up. He said if you drove off the board, that's going to cost us the 2 we needed. So that puts Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger back up against Josie Claire and Braden Easterling here on center court. Stay close for that. Alan, my man,
Finn,
thank you so much. Sometime later today or possibly tomorrow, we'll do it again. What do you say?
Roger that. I love it. Thank you. Hopefully I'm playing more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Actually, the best thing for you would be not to be available to do this.
Exactly. Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, like, subscribe, and share.
Absolutely.
Share the stream. Get on ACO. Let's get her done.
Get in ACO, get on ACO, and every other preposition we can think of. See you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers. Alan Ballard, who joins me here in the booth. We're going to make way for Tammy Klinger, who's got next. This game is going to be Tyler Amos, Josephina Ernstberger, Josie Claire, Braden Easterling lining up against one another. Whoa, there she is. She scared me to death. Just showed up out of nowhere, freshly napped and ready to rock and roll. Uh-huh. All right. Tammy Klinger joins me here on the headset. I don't know how big was Alan Ballard's head. Was it pretty giant?
Yeah, I got to squeeze this in a little bit.
That's why I use the one with only the one earpiece, because this it just sort of adjusts to my melon-shaped head. I'm not exactly sure where we lost Heinerman to. I don't know where he went. Where's he going?
I think I have a good idea.
Did he give up? Oh, did you? Oh, did you? Okay, very good. All right, so Tammy Klinger, Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, Center Court, Toledo, the Glass City Center. What a great facility and what a great time being had by all. Josie Claire, Braden Easterling, who we've seen since the very beginning of the season in West Virginia, and then a bit of an ad hoc team here, because typically we're used to, well, I guess, no, I don't know.
Well, with Todd being out, I think Josephina's just been picking up partners
yes,
as she goes.
And good for them, lucky them.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of folks were commenting that it was the first time they had seen, oh, and the camera's locked again. All righty then. Well, we'll just have to do a better job of describing the action to you until it gets reset. But a lot of people commenting on Tyler not recognizing him without his hat on and without his Craig.
I didn't realize he had that much hair.
I didn't either. I'm amazed he can get a hat on that thing. That is quite the wig jam, as my better half calls it. So some down and back tosses to get warmed back up. Josephina Ernstberger has seen her share of center court time today, absolutely. And she had a hell of a run at McKenna Ballou earlier, 21-14. Josephina took game one, but with McKenna in the queen seat. In the women, she had to do it twice. Unfortunately for her, she could not. 21-7 was the final. McKenna Ballou takes our women's championship. Sammy Van Sickle was our juniors champ earlier with a 21-14 win over Bryce Jefferson. And Michael Hoaxang, it took him 2 games to call it a day and take the seniors championship against Tony Pena. 21-16 was the definitive score in game number 2. What a weekend already.
Yes, this has been some amazing games.
Yeah.
Amazing games. Not out of me. I'm hoping that tomorrow's going to be a little better than today was.
But you know what? There's always hope. There's always hope. And that's the beauty of Friday. There's always tomorrow. On Saturday, it's like, well, at least I'm going home tomorrow.
Right.
And he's back. And we did unlock. Somehow it unlocked itself.
Game started.
Very good. And we are underway. 3-0, an early Josie Claire Braden Easterling advantage. I'll tell you what, with the speed with which that last game was played, the speed of, as Philip likes to say, the speed of smell, Josie is a firecracker. She go, 4 bags in no time. And Josephina tends to take a little extra time with that 4th and final bag before she lets it go. But
And it's good that she's still able to do that because I know I can find myself, if someone's a fast thrower, I find myself trying to go at that speed. And Josephina's taking herself to that spot and making sure she collects herself before she throws again. So.
Well, I think the two most important words of advice that you can give someone, and Alan was just talking about this a little bit ago about pointers that he picks up from players that are, superior at this time in skill level to his. They always say the same thing: slow down. And that is, it's relative to who you're playing against, but it's slow down and find your center and steady yourself, because you're the only one that's going to change your game.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've observed over the past couple years. And one of the big ones is, people stand differently on the boards. I stand way in the back.
Yeah.
Someone that stands in the front of you, you don't realize that's in your peripheral. So wait until they bend down, wait until they pick up their bag.
Well, and also be courteous when you go to pick up your bag. Make sure you're not in that. And I know there's some people that use that to their advantage. They play that game. A 12-on-8 right there puts a 4 spot up for Tyler and Josephina, 6-on-3. But yeah, it's all about courtesy. It's all about there's a lot of the bag spinning that happens in the periphery as well. Both of these two young ladies toe the line as they throw. But we've seen, Maggie Geiger stands in the next county.
Yeah, Martina's like that too.
Before she starts her throw. And so everything is in her periphery.
Mm-hmm. See if Josephina can come in and grab both of these.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's saying, if you can go in there and run it up the middle and you can bully her bag down away from kind of that 7 o'clock position. It's coming in hot. Bang. Oh.
It's a perfect spot.
Nicely done.
But I also think they can all get cleaned up at this point, too.
Yeah. She's
going
to lay it up.
Lay it up.
Well. Now, what would you have done there? Would you have been happy with that to leave it as it was, or would you have forced the issue with an aggressive shot? Is it early enough in the game where you would have felt comfortable doing that?
Well, from the angle we're sitting at, it looked like both of Josie's bags were, part in the hole as well. So I figured that she probably could have went through it and gotten them all.
To see what happens. And if she comes at it from the front side, she doesn't risk losing anything off the back. Boy, Braden's got a nice delivery. Both of these guys, just such a great flat bag in the rotation. He's got Braden's bag, reminds me a lot of Caleb's bag with the flat rotation and the speed of the rotation. It's making two rotations to Tyler's every one. And what's interesting is it's almost like, how they say your pet starts to look like you after a while, or you start to look like your pet. I think the way you throw your bag is indicative of your personality a lot of times, too.
Oh, God.
I think
I look like Elaine from Seinfeld sometimes when I throw. So.
Well, if you, I tell you what, if you do the spiral curl in your hair, you could probably get away with it. Then just don't dance.
Well, it's kind of like that same dance move when my arm goes up.
But that's your personality, too. You've got a kind of what a bag.
Nice push.
What a bag. That's just brute force right there.
All right. Looks like Josephina's going to be able to pull both those in.
Yeah, unless she does it for her. No, that's nice. She's going to go in there and try to at least, she can't get all three, but she can at least take those two.
We got a 12-on-10.
Let's go, Josie and Braden, says Kathy Clare, as you might expect. Timothy Hotchkiss says, what's up, Tammy?
Hey,
what's
turtle.
going on? Oh, the bandana man. I forgot about that. He's got a big shoe collection, too. We were talking about Josephina having the best shoe game in the ACO. These are relatively subdued for her.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say I don't think anyone has a better one than Bandana Man.
Yep. And he tends to match his bandana to his shoes, too. He's got kind of that top to bottom ensemble.
He actually gave me. I got a new pair of the old style Adidas with the white lines.
Oh,
and
I love them.
And I'm like, man, I want to wear them, but I'm afraid I'm going to get them dirty.
Yeah.
He said to put tent, the stuff that
Nice 12 on 12 double 4 bagger there.
this water repellent
Yeah.
that you spray in your tents.
Yeah.
I have not gotten anything on those, and when I do, it just wipes right off.
right?
So
Yeah.
that's how he keeps those shoes clean.
Well, there used to be a spray that you could buy. I don't know if it was at DSW or wherever, but you could buy because you use them for boots. If you bought boots, to try to keep the leather clean, it's very similar. It's a silicone spray or something like that.
Yeah.
I wear these Hokas, which Barnett turned me on to. It's a bag. I think she can still grab that if she wants to.
That's what I was thinking.
She gonna try it? I don't think so. No. And I love the Hokas. I mean, it literally is like walking on clouds, but they squeak like a son of a bitch. Oh, that's
Josephina leaves it up short.
opportunity
Makes it a 10-10
wasted right
wash.
there for the wash. The washing tens, I've been told. That's what Alan calls them, the washing tens.
I like that.
Yeah, I told him I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I bothered mentioning his name there. I want people to think I made it up.
Plagiarism in the ACO.
8 on 7. Tyler Amos, Josephine Ernstberger over Josie Claire and Braden Easterling. This is going to be, I think, a point-for-point battle.
Yeah, this is going to be a very close game. Although Braden's got two that are a little short and off to the right there.
Ungettable unless Tyler does him a favor, and he does the exact opposite of a favor. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. It looked like a spatula.
It did. Like he just took it and flipped a
Just flipped
pancake.
him over. Yeah.
But none of them fell.
No, look at this hot run through the middle.
No,
boy.
he's got one that's going to fall.
He did just do him a favor there.
That was a heck of a bag.
Well, the other two are out of play. Is he just going to lay low and block?
I
Yeah.
think so. Let's see if Tyler goes for low airmail. See if he can drag that one in front end.
He runs that risk of bouncing it off the back if he does. Oh, wow.
He almost and won that.
That's why they make it round. that used 75% of the hole and still looked like it might stick up high. All right, so 8 on 6 there for Tyler and Josephina. And we were talking about different players who've had, I mean, this season has seen two different waves. You know, we saw the Hertz just blast into, I mean, max points everywhere they could as quickly as they could. We've seen a lot of names that popped up early in the season. Now we're starting to see new names. Josephina, this last few months, has just been on fire. McKenna Ballou kind of ebbed and flowed, but now she seems to be back. Mason Higgins, out of nowhere, not really nowhere, but really making himself, Russell Tabers. Russell says, it's hard for me to get out the first part of the season. What a great airmail right there. She's going to try. Oh, I thought she was going to try to go up and drag, but she fell a little bit short, stacked them up. But, you know what I'm saying? So it's been like we've watched two seasons in one.
Right.
With different players bubbling up to the top.
So we got 12-7 right now with Josephina and Tyler in the lead. How about Kennedy, too? She's one that keeps...
Kennedy Meineke, yeah.
Yeah, this last half of the season, she's really... we met her in Buffalo. I think it was our first major in Buffalo. And...
Oh, at Riverworks. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a cool facility.
Yeah, it was. But right away, you could tell that she had that bag that a lot of these young kids have. And it was like, yep. I think Tyler's going to go up on this.
Yeah, he's going to take a timeout and take a look at it. We talk about this a lot, that the different delivery styles that everyone has. I mean, we saw Daryl Macon, who has one of the strangest releases of anybody. That hitch in his giddy up, there's like 3 hitches in there, and he just double dipped Barnett and Seniors.
Did he?
Down in Mobile, so I'm sure Philip is probably had to take a little break from the microphone. I hope he did.
I haven't had any chance to look what's been the
it was Daryl Macon
and
who won
seniors,
and then Caleb Rogers took the juniors. I don't know that I saw who won women's. While we got a little break in the action here, let's go back and take a look. Women's Mobile. The ACO Civil War weekend continues, North
that bag
versus
ended up going
South.
off.
Let's see. Oh, Emma Jernigan took down Lisa Barber. And we've had a lot of King Seat and Queen Seat winners.
All right, good run, Lisa.
Yeah, it was nicely done.
Good job, Emma. So right now we're sitting at 3 on 3 right now. Brandon's gonna probably just lay up on this. Oh, I tried to roll it. So it's gonna be 4 on 3. Tyler had one off.
Oh, I didn't see his third bag. I'm like, well, where's that other one? It's vanished. It was pinched underneath.
Yep.
So Emma Jernigan takes women's in Mobile. Daryl Macon double dips to take seniors. Caleb Rogers beats Mason Higgins 21-8 for the juniors title. And there's some big names in there. Coed doubles as well in Mobile as the Civil War weekend for the ACO continues. Live from the Glass City Center here in Toledo. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with Tammy Klinger. We got out and explored the town last night. We all had a chance to get out and
a lot of great places to eat around here.
Yeah.
We went walking distance from where we're at.
Yeah, the Dirty Bird. I got to get to that Tony Pacos. When I saw Pacos by the park, it didn't occur to me that that's the Tony Pacos that they talked about in MASH and all that.
Yep, I think we're going to try and hit that one tonight.
Yeah, I think I might, if nothing else, just get some carry-out. Famous hot dogs, I do believe, is what they're famous for, in that Paco sauce, which is nice because I drove as well, so I'll be able to take a crate or two of that home with
there
me
you go.
if I want.
Now, what's Paco sauce?
It's Tony Paco sauce. It's a special kind of, I believe it's a relish that's kind of a proprietary recipe that you can put it on anything if you want. But so that's something you might want to explore.
Definitely.
We're right catty corner away from the Mud Hens, Hensville, where the Toledo Mud Hens play. Neat facility there.
It's definitely a great location. Mm-hmm. Like I said, everything is within walking distance, and I'm not talking, a mile away.
Yeah.
It's less than a block.
Yeah, quarter mile or a block, yeah. Went to the Cock and Bull last night and spent some time there, and then we found and then, of course, we went to one bar. Is this straight up the middle battle and a double 4-bagger. This continues. Went into the one bar, and somehow AT and Frank were able to find a set of boards, but they didn't set them up out back in the nice outside weather. Right down the center of the bar. Like if you walk in the bar, there's a chance you're going to take a bag to the forehead. But they had quite the match last night. Match is Josephina runs one right up the middle.
Yeah, she's dialed in. So is there one more? This one, or is it?
This will be the one. This is the losers bracket final to find out who takes on Russell and Martina. Russell he was sitting over here watching for a while, but I'm sure he's up warming up now somewhere. He just had his bag stacked up on his knee. But Josephina says, well, I'll at least use my bag as a
Here we go. 2 more for Josephina.
bank shot.
I think they're still trying to talk about that tattoo thing.
I know. We're trying to. There's a tattoo. I mean, it's like all the writing is literally on the wall, but not yet on his arm. And that's a little maddening when there's a tattoo convention 100 feet from us.
Yep.
That we're not able to get this did.
Oh, great bag by Tyler.
As they like to say. AT and I worked up a potential plan. It's called, Frank, does this smell like chloroform to you?
There you go.
And
there you go.
He will have a tattoo one way or another. We even talked about just heating up a coat hanger and giving him a prison tattoo before we leave. There's some good work being done down there. I was chatting with some of the people who are here for the tattoo convention out front about what they know about cornhole and just other things. There's one, she's got an entire kind of Harry Potter thing working up a sleeve and a Hogwarts across her back. that's being built out right now. So 10 on 10 wash right there.
I like when there's a theme to their,
To the
it's
sleeves.
artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I still don't know how they work. I don't know how you can put something on someone's skin, because your skin peels, and I know it goes to the endodermis, but I don't even know what that is. And it just, how it doesn't completely fade and
After
then just
so
go
many
away
years,
after so
yeah.
many years. Why doesn't it just go away if your skin flakes off? But there's a lot of things. I don't know how toilet paper works. So, nice bag right there to collect. That middle's still wide open. That bag out of place, so she's just going to take what's being given to her, and she does. Josie says, all right, I'll do it too. Thank you for those couple.
So we're sitting at 16,
On
10.
10. Yep. Think about it, toilet paper. How does that work? You know what I mean?
Just the way I need it to most
I
of the
know,
time.
but I don't know. I'm amazed that it works as quickly as it does. It seems like you'd have to be there for a minute. I don't know. I don't know how a record player works. I don't know how the grooves in a record turn into music through a needle. I don't know. There's just things that baffle me.
Okay, now that's interesting there.
Yeah, a little more interesting than how
the
does toilet paper work.
paper.
I just don't get it. Oh, man, brute
Just
force.
as long as it works when I need it to.
That's correct, yes. And that there is some.
Oh.
So you don't have to spare a square lane. Yeah, he's not
I
happy
think
with
he's
that.
happy with that. I think Tyler could probably pull this one back in.
And he's got 2 bullets left. And he's going to move it in. Nicely done.
Yep, that's definitely going to be picked up.
Brain's got a...
And they're sitting at 16. This could put
Here
them
it comes.
at 20.
And the thing is, he's got a little bank if he needs...
All right.
Boy, he just totally, by 2 inches, missed what he wanted to do there, because that bag he was not going to risk bouncing off, and because Braden's bag was going to keep him where it needed to be. But 18 on 10 right now, and again, Martina Belt and Russell Tabers await the winners of this game for the Coed Championship. Congratulations to Sammy Van Sickle, King Seat winner of juniors, McKenna Ballou, Queen Seat winner of the women's, and Michael Hoaxang, the King Seat winner in seniors today over Tony Pena. It was a revenge sort of final in all 3. Each of them was a rematch of the person who put them into the loser bracket. All
Oh,
3
no
of them
way.
were,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. So Josie's got one off to the left and one sitting on the side.
And one
Yeah,
off the
that's
back.
going to be game.
That's going to do it. Well, I'll tell you what, she went for broke, and broke is what she got. So Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger advance 21-10. We'll take on Russell Tabers and Martina Belt here on center court. Glad to have you along for the ride. If you're watching, you have to have John Wayne toilet paper. This is Timothy. I know what that is. It's like Texas toilet paper. Don't take no off anybody.
Oh, I see you, Michelle Cunningham.
All right. Tony Paco sauce makes the hot dog into coney dog, has hamburger in it. Oh, is that what it is? So it's not a relish. It's like so it's almost like a Skyline chili coney.
Okay.
It's like that. I didn't know that. I thought it was a relish-based thing. So that's good. That's good to know. All right. Well, very good. Appreciate all of the insights, whether they're cornhole related or otherwise. Do appreciate you. Now Russell Tabers and Martina Belt have to be double dipped for the Coed Championship. Tyler Amos, Josephina Ernstberger looking to do just that live from the Glass City Center and center court, the center of the cornhole universe as far as we're concerned. But I'm sure Mobile would like to have a little something to say about that down there in the Outlaw Center, which is where they're calling home today. So did you say you played Bagmaster quads or did not? You did not play in the quads.
So we're just going to run up to the room real quick. And next thing you know, there was a nap. I don't know. I think I might have stayed out a little too late last night. It wasn't in the plan, but it was a good time.
Well, I was pleased to be able to send you a picture that I took of you
Oh, yeah.
last night that I don't remember taking. So I might have had a little too much too. But again, we walked everywhere. So
We did.
We may have walked twice as far as we needed to, side to side, to get home. But it was a good time. It's a neat little part of town. And I said we're coming back up here to go to the Toledo Zoo and see a show in mid-June. It's only 3 miles from here, and our Airbnb is somewhere around there as well.
The zoo is?
Yeah, the zoo is only about 3 miles from here.
We
So
might
and
have to
it's
check that out on the way home Sunday.
Yeah, it's world famous. Apparently, just really spectacular.
Boy, I honestly can't tell the last time I was at a zoo.
I think the last one I went to, Cincinnati has a very well-known zoo, and Louisville, where I'm from, the Louisville Zoo, very well-known as well. The idea of zoos is still interesting to me, but I feel like we're all in a human zoo anyway.
Right.
There's somebody somewhere looking at us the way we look at them, the animules.
What was that Bubble movie? Who was in that? That was it Jim Carrey or Tom Hanks? Where he's in the bubble?
The Truman Show?
Yes.
Oh, you mean Our Life?
Yeah.
We call Heinerman and I call that Our Lives. Today, everything that could freeze up did freeze.
Yeah.
And he said right when he got to the edge, he had to walk away, and he came back, and then everything was working. Then he said that he knows they're on walkie-talkies somewhere talking to Ed, what's his name?
Yeah, let's see if they can pull this one off. We've unplugged this, or we haven't put that in there.
But every time he'll call me up or he'll just text me, he'll just say Truman Show, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened, but I know what probably.
What that means.
Yeah, I know what it means, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to come at you for women's and
well, we
have all that live, but
we came in, and the internet line, they were supposed to drop 2 hard lines, and the internet line got dropped in, and it had to be used for registration and for the score pads to make sure that the mesh was working and everything else. Well, that became a problem then for the stream, so they brought a second line in, plug in the second line, and realized all the cameras are IP coded to the first line. So everything had to be everything that was set up yesterday way in advance had to be reset today. I thought his head was going to
the best laid plans, right?
You're never ahead. Just keep that in mind. All right, Timothy Hodgkiss says Russell, Tabers, and Martina for the win. Let's see. Just a couple of years ago, the Toledo Zoo spent like over $2.5 million to upgrade their aquarium. Yeah, the aquarium is another thing that I've heard is amazing.
Yeah, I'd like to see the aquarium.
Yeah, we have one of those in Newport, Kentucky, right across the river from Cincinnati. And what was so funny is if you went down to Newport on the levee, you had this big shopping complex with a bunch of restaurants, and then there was then the Newport Aquarium was right next to it, but right in between it was a Mitchell's Fish Market. And the last thing I really want to do is have a fish market right next to the aquarium, because I wonder if they go over to the aquarium and point to the animals and go, hey, let's get it together, or you know where you're going.
Nemo didn't make it. Send him next door.
Yeah, special. We have a special limited appetizer tonight. It was called the Bad Boys over there. But they have a cool penguin experience. We took the Silver Sun pickups down to the aquarium one time, and they got to just hang out in a room, and they bring penguins in, and they walk around and play with you and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. But
yeah, Toledo. I don't know if I've ever actually been in Toledo. So
yeah,
there's a lot of good things to do around here.
I've been through it. I had a girlfriend back in the day that was from Maumee, which is just west of here, I guess.
Okay.
The Maumee River passes by here and empties into or is fed from Lake Erie, not too far from here. I did learn a couple of things about Toledo. Would you like to hear them?
Sure.
Named after Toledo, Spain, by the way. Named after Toledo, Spain.
Okay.
Was originally a city in Michigan. It belonged to Michigan. Toledo.
Oh, you're going to get into that fight with the girl from Michigan, huh?
Yeah. It's true. It was. I'm going to find it here.
Yes, that was a huge fight.
1833. It was formed as a village in Michigan. In 1835 and 36, Michigan and Ohio claimed to own the city. But in 1837, it was made part of Ohio when Michigan gave up its claim, receiving the UP in exchange.
We'll take it.
How did Ohio have the UP to trade? That's what I don't get. It said in exchange. In exchange for what? I don't know. But I just found that to be fascinating.
Well, it is a very beautiful place down here,
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm going to
pretty
say we won with the UP.
Yeah. Oh, you think? Yeah. Now, where is
Love
that
the
on the
UP.
mitten? I don't know where that is. On the.
So you hold your hand like that, and I'm going to put my hand up here.
Oh, it's up there?
Yeah.
Oh, that would mean
That's
Upper
Mackinac Bridge.
Peninsula. So, yeah, maybe it's pretty self-explanatory now that you mention it.
You're a smart guy.
I'm a dummy. All right, let's see if we can't get the action underway here on Center Court, the Glass City Center here in the Glass City itself, Toledo, Ohio. The ACO Civil War weekend continues, the North versus the South, as things continue in Mobile, Alabama.
Now, I'm not sure, talking to Russell earlier, these aren't the bags that they normally play with.
Okay.
These are a Lucky's brand.
Okay.
Do not remember the name of them, but they were a 5.6 speed.
Okay. Now, have you been hearing, because Alan was talking about this, that the boards are playing slow? Are they playing stickier today?
I
Because a
thought they were
5-6.
playing good. It was, stuck to my hand a couple times and went straight up in the air. I haven't done that in who knows how long. You're looking around to see if anyone caught that.
Nice bag right there, yeah.
But no, I thought the boards were playing good.
Yeah, this one over here to the left, I felt like the backside of it was playing fast because a lot of people were getting bags to escape off the backside. Nice airmail there. That should drop when he wants it to.
Didn't.
Yeah, this should do it. Yeah,
all right.
And it does. Russell says, all right, let's just go ahead and do
it. Do it again.
The guy wearing the over-the-top shirt goes up and over the top, and he's not going to do him any favors. Is it going to go?
No, I think if it does, both of them are going to go.
Yeah, they agreed to say that's enough. And that's going to do it. 2 snowmen, leave it at zeros. So they're playing the Luckies. Obviously, Martina is a Luckies sponsored player. Now, what are Josephina and Tyler throwing?
I believe they are arcane bags.
Are those the Arcanes? Okay.
And I see Tyler has an arcane bag shirt on, and I'm positive that's who
Josephina
throws for.
Okay. Well, I see Ruthless here. True Cornhole is here. IMF is here. We got one other. Who is that over there? Is that with the I Suck at Cornhole T-shirts? Who is that? I told him I want a percentage of every one of those shirts because that's my phrase. I do see we have a sponsor on the bar even, which is great. Green Construction LLC, who sponsor the Whole Nation game challenges at a lot of the majors. So 2-0 is the early lead for Russell and Martina.
Russell's got one off to the left. Oh,
and one off to the back.
He might be struggling with those bags because that's not normally Russell.
No, that's not what you expect to see from him. Now, if you're going to have a little bit of the nerves and a little bit of the uncertainty with the bags, now's the time to do it.
Right.
That very first bag that left his hand was, if you remember in the first frame, very low. And
Tyler's going to help him out a little bit.
Just a little. So a 10-on-7.
Looking at a 3-2 score with Josephina and Tyler taking the lead.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie Burgett is working with Philip down in Mobile on the mic. I didn't realize she had a radio background. She's part of a country morning show.
Nice.
I think her name was Rocksteady when she was on this show. She's done casting for films and TV and marketing for Anheuser-Busch, all kinds of stuff. So we're starting to find all kinds of talent throughout the organization. And our streaming plans for next season are going to be very interesting because you're going to have a lot of different presentations, if you will. I tend to be the guy that likes to talk about the city and all the other different things
toilet
toilet paper, all the stuff that people really watch cornhole streaming for, although that sounded terrible, didn't it? But Alan was over here talking about it's a nice V blocker. I'm like, you've only been playing since August, knock that shit off. A V blocker, come on.
Well, I don't think I've ever called anything like that.
I said, what was that? Was that a T or a V or an X or a Z blocker, a Q blocker? Don't start talking to me about level 42 blockers and everything else. But it's funny. Everybody has their own way of looking at the sport. Wow.
Yeah, nothing but net.
The popcorn fart. That was the perfect.
Tyler's going to try and do the same thing. He doesn't. He knocks Russell's in and his one off the back.
Yeah, a worst case scenario right there. He's going to lay that low block and force him to do it. Tyler's had an issue with his airmails today. He's been hitting low and bouncing off the back a number of times. There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
So they're going to pick up 3 for Martina and Russell.
Yeah, it's a 10-on-7. Let's see who else is. Josie and Tyler did the 2 scoops, says Todd Ernsberger from all the way over there.
Come here if you're going to say that.
Justin Kane says that, Tammy, your husband belongs in the zoo.
Yeah.
She's not going to disagree with that.
If you know, you know.
I'm glad to have you if you're watching along on Facebook or if you happen to be watching on the YouTube channel.
Oh, Martina had one go off the board there. Josie's going to finish up with the 4-bagger. Yeah, this game has a little bit of back and forth going on with it.
Yeah, it does, and that's what you would expect. I mean, they're taking these early rounds to feel one another out, and you would expect there's enough experience amongst the 4 of them to definitely take their time.
Russell and Martina, do they have 1 or 2 major
championships?
Coed championships?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I should have that statistic somewhere. Let me look.
Oh, look at you with your fancy little sheets.
Oh my God, I don't know much about spreadsheets except how to fill in the cells with colors. That's what I'm like a crayon box with my Excel spreadsheet. I can't hide a column, and if I do, I sure as hell can't find it again. But let's see. Let's go back to this. Yeah, look at that. That's just an explosion of stupidity, that spreadsheet. Let's see. Coed doubles. Martina Belt and Zach Rush from Panama City Beach. Well, they don't have one. Between them.
They do this year. Are you in the right year?
Yeah. Coed doubles. Oh, there it is. It wasn't a purple jersey. Yeah, you're right. It was Clarksville. That's why you would know.
Okay.
Because you were there.
Yeah, I was
Clarksville.
there.
Yep. I'm sorry. Yep. I was looking for purple jerseys, but yep, that's them. Josie Claire and Braden Easterling, like I said, Charleston, West Virginia. They took it there to, I don't think anyone's surprise. A Cross River partnership. Oh boy, that came in low.
Yeah.
It's nice that it had a little slick front end of the board there because that was risky.
So she should tie this one up here. Oh no, she ends up pulling Josie's in with her.
Yeah, a little too much oomph. So Martina and Russell, let's see if did I miss another one? Did they have more than one?
No, I think they just had the one.
Yeah, so Maggie and Wayne won last week out in the Black Hills.
Ooh, that's on our list for next year.
Yeah, that's gorgeous out there. All right, so if we need any more results, I've got those handy. Let's see.
Oh, Russell had one off to the right. We're sitting at 8-5 right now. Josephina and Tyler are in the lead.
There have been a lot of bags off the board on center court today. A lot. But I think we've also seen a lot of very aggressive play as well. A lot of people taking chances. I think earlier, in their loss, Tyler and Josephina, I think.
Oh, he tried a cut shot there.
Yeah, they wasted a few frames and a little time where they could have made a little hay while the sun was shining, and they didn't take advantage of it. So
no, and then Russell came up short, stuck on the hole there.
Yep. So 8 on 6. They'll donate a couple more to Tyler and Josephina's cause. They'll take first bag and step in line up to the snug to the board.
5-point lead, 10-5. See if this ends up going into a game 2.
All she's got to do is
Josephina helped her out and pulled that one a little bit.
She really, I thought she had the perfect bag to come right up the middle and bully that out to the left. Nice gather, really good shot. feel like Russell's gotten a little more comfortable with those luckies too.
I think so. I mean,
All right.
I think he's. I think
Cheers.
he throws either cell blocks, I think is what Russell throws.
Is that what it is?
So he's used to a faster bag.
You said these are what, 5.6s?
5.6. Which sometimes I still wonder how that whole rating thing goes. I mean, why not just make it an all-around 5?
No
I
one-
mean,
no one-
does
no
the
one
5
knows. No one
does
knows.
the 5 to 6 make that much a difference?
Nobody knows. You know the ones that I noticed? 112s. 1s, 12s. That's the
Right.
ones I notice a difference in.
It's the board and just
Yeah, it either glues itself to the board or it shoots off into the next room.
Right.
That's the one. That's the only one.
Oh, Tyler just set one off to the back. Stayed on. Looks like Russell's got the.
Down low. Is that a level 1 blocker?
No.
No. All right, so Russell kind of toes the line from the center of his piece of the pitch pad up and over.
Oh.
That was just a very bizarre
Yeah.
set of
He's not happy
bag
with
gymnastics. No.
that. Russell has some amazing. I mean, we obviously play out of Russell's home base there in Kirksey at the Barn Dominium.
Yes. Oh, is it
Just
that? I thought it was
featured
the,
on Whole Nation.
I thought it was the Corn Dominium. That's what I was calling it. I thought he called it the Corn Dominium. The Barn Dominium makes sense too. Yeah, that whole nation piece was fantastic.
Yes, it was. It was great
By
having
Rich
them
and
here.
Tracy, yeah.
They do a really great job, and I like them going around and giving the exposure to the clubs. That's
The regionals
that's pretty
and the
cool.
clubs. Yeah, very cool. Well, and that's what Whole Nation is. It's a show about cornhole. I mean, steeped in ACO, but just about what makes it tick outside of things like the majors. And it's
Nope, and that would be all of us.
that would be it. The lifeblood.
So we're sitting at 10-6. Tyler and Josephine are still up.
And we knew this was going to be a slugfest, and it
Oh, yeah.
absolutely has turned into that. And if this does go into a double dip situation, where you might have to go to Tony Paco's tomorrow for lunch because they'll be closed for dinner. What am I thinking of that's the relish sauce? Is that like a Chicago dog thing? It's like a relish sauce. I don't know, I swear there's like a pickle
I'm a
relish kind of
Chili
pepper.
person on my. I like chili on my hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, I'll be interested to try because obviously Skyline, I love Skyline. While timeout is being taken here for Martina and Russell to discuss, Josephina and Tyler are talking about what sort of hair products he needs to use to bust that dew.
Right.
Good Lord, it has a halo effect.
I think Josephina's got 2 hanging in the hole right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where Martina's trying to figure out, does she want to try and block it?
I feel
or
like,
sneak it in the side over there?
yeah, each of them has 1 bullet left in the chamber.
I don't
right.
think Josephina's has a cut bag. I haven't actually had to play against Josephina in,
No.
I think since Buffalo.
Is that
I
right?
think this last time. And it's funny because sometimes you get to a major and it's like, I play you every time
Seems like every
I'm here.
time. Yeah, right. All right, so that next bag comes out of the right hand of Martina Belt,
Oh.
and she
Let's see if Josephina can clean this up.
should be able to. I mean, I think he gave
up
the
two.
signal to go up and try to drag them all, but I wonder if she's got enough to get behind it like that, yeah, and take them all.
Oh, they bunched up on her.
They pinched. I thought that was the right play, but you know,
Yeah, I
that's
thought
why
that was
I've-
going to be a 12 on 10 there.
Yeah.
And
While I'm sitting here, or why I'm sitting here, so it was a 10 on 8 then.
yes.
Ultimately.
A couple more points over there to Martina and Russell.
So 10 on 8 is the score of the frame and the score of the game. Russell takes first bag right up the middle and lays a nice blocker, forcing Tyler to step way out left, inside arm. Just bunches it up.
See if Russell's
Reblock.
gonna.
Oh, interesting. He's like, yeah, he was trying to go back and replay that one, see if he could work a separate break on that. Oh boy, nicely replaced right there. He's
He's just
gonna
going
have
to try and keep it cleaned up
Yeah.
now and
take what he
the
can
2
get.
points off.
Mhm. Leave Tyler Amos's fro alone. Hey, hey, Cherish, how are you?
Hi, Cherish.
They are 6'8", not 5'6", says Charlie Case. Thank you. You know what the difference is between 6'8" and 5'6"?
Couple numbers.
No one knows. If they
Sorry
win
about
today,
that, Charlie. I thought someone said they were 5'6".
yeah, all right. Yeah, you should have been able to tell by looking, dummy. Kim Dice says they have 3 that they would have. Is she talking about Russell and Martina have 3 co-ed doubles wins? I didn't see them. I just saw the one there on the.
Is that what you're telling us, Kim?
I don't know. She said they've got.
I thought they had a couple.
You thought they had more than. Okay.
I thought they had at least 2.
Well, maybe I read it wrong. We'll go back and look at the entire. They have 2.
Cherish.
Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
they have 2.
So where's the? Which one did I miss?
You didn't color it in pretty, so
Well,
you
this
can't
is not
find
my.
it.
This is. I did not do the coloring on this sheet. Martina and Russell. Oh, South Bend.
South Bend.
All right. Yeah. His name is in purple, so that was his first purple jersey of the year. I just didn't see it. Okay. Good call. Thank you to our fact checkers.
Ooh. That's going to be a 4 spot there.
So 16 on 8. Tyler Amos and Josephina Ernstberger looking to double dip Russell and Martina. Now, there was a good solid hour, maybe a little longer, between them claiming the king seat and this game here. I talked about, Russell was watching a lot of the competition here on the center court, but vanished during the previous game to get over and get a little practice in. But, yeah, that wait time.
Yeah, and Josephina and Tyler have been playing for like
nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit that loser's bracket, and it's one game after another after another.
And nobody wants to see those two show up in the loser's bracket.
No.
That's a fact. I mean, when you had Josie Claire and Braden Easterling, them, Mackenzie Kopp and McKenna Ballou in there, I mean, that's a bracket in and of itself that
Russell can slide this around
frightening, coming in left or right, and he does
it.
it.
And he does. Picks
nicely
up 2.
done. Very nicely played. All right, so 16 on 10 now as things get a little bit tighter. Didn't they win in Oregon? Oh, my God. I got to go back and look again?
Oh, they didn't go. No, she said they didn't go to Oregon.
No, they didn't go to. You know what? You guys fight it out on there. I think there was talk that maybe they were going to go. In Medford, it was Kim Dice and Chad Jackson who took the co-ed doubles there. I haven't seen who won the Bagmaster quad yet. We mentioned Charlie there. Lucky's has had a good, I feel like had a pretty good run in Bagmaster quads.
Where's Mr. Charlie? He's supposed
this
to be
season.
here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he isn't here. Maybe we'll see him tomorrow.
Oh, he might have had to work this morning.
Oh, work schmirk.
That's what I say. When you have fun doing what you do, it's not work anymore.
That's right. My dad used to always tell me, do what you love and love what you do. You'll never work a day in your life. Oh, he's on his way, he says. Very good.
Okay. Sitting at 18-10. Looks like this might end up in a double dip, or not double dip, but going into the second game.
Going, yeah, required. Double dip would be required. Replacement.
It's gotten to the point because you get to know so many people. And you know me, I'm a talk. So I hate saying, I mean, obviously I play out of Russell and Martina's, we all play at the same place.
Sure.
But I love Josephina and Tyler too. So I've gotten to the point where I really don't say,
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
Good luck to all.
Yeah, sitting here and not being a player for me helps. I don't cheer for or against
That's a nice shot
anyone.
at Tyler.
I don't have a preferred outcome ever. I will say there have been matches that I was excited to see the reaction after the win,
Right.
but it wasn't necessarily the thing I was like, I really hope this happens. There have been very few matches where I had
Russell's got to try
a
and
thought about that.
Russell's got to try and push them both in
Run
to
through
stay in.
Yeah, because it's 18 on 10. So he's got 1 under, 2 on. They've got 3 under and 1 on. So right now it's 10 on 5. He looked over at me real quickly like I had any advice. Oh, he's going to... Oh.
And he and ones himself.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's what he thought was...
All right, so 21-10, Russell Tabers and Martina Belt as king seed holders. They have to be beaten twice. Where's he going?
I think the same place Oz went last time.
Ah.
Did we give a shout out to the great Oz?
Oh, yeah.
I always give shout outs to Oz.
The great and wonderful.
He had his hands, his work in front of him this morning.
He doesn't want to be associated with any of this. All right, so 1 game under their belt now. It's a 1 and done. It's got to be a double dip. Uh-oh. Rudy.
Rudy Fernandez in the house.
Rudy, oh, my God, and Tyler.
Hey, I hope I can hold my end.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be bringing a lot of hair care products tomorrow.
How are you?
Hair care products for you and for him. This big eraser head thing he's got going right now. That is something.
Where?
Well, it is funny because I'm used to seeing him in an ACO Pro jersey or with, oh, looky there. Mark Smothers is in the house. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't here for seniors.
No, he wasn't. I guess he just wanted to give somebody else a chance. That'd be
What a
my
good
guess.
guy.
Yeah, he's a piece of work. And he's always got a new joke.
I know.
And I swear to God, he makes them up himself, but they're all good. Because he's never told me a joke I've heard before. Ever.
Really?
No. It's always a new one. So I guess Russell has gone
Left the
gone to rest, if you will, in a particular room. So it gives these guys time to gather. Although maybe he's trying to, I would say he's trying to break their groove, but there was no groove. Oh, it's an injury. Uh-oh. Cherish says it's injury. I don't know. Let's hope not. Well, they've still got the chance here. It's a 1 and done. He's working his way back to center court. So once again, welcome to the Glass City Center Court. American Cornhole Organization Toledo Major. The ACO Civil War weekend continues. The North here in Toledo versus the South in Mobile, Alabama. One big happy family. It's brother against brother, partner against partner. Because Craig Irvin is playing down in Mobile, I do believe, while Tyler Amos is playing up here. So it has all the characteristics of a North versus South contest. Tammy Klinger to my right. Center court right in front of me, and the Oz right in front of all the action and the cameras as these guys get ready to go. And now is what is a 1 and done situation. Winner of this game wins Coed doubles for Toledo.
See if Josephina and Tyler can keep up the momentum they had going into that first game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The only double dip I've seen so far was Daryl Macon down in Mobile over Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja. Everything else, the king seed or the queen seed holder has prevailed. Oh.
No, your screen over there was going crazy, and I see your hands right there in front of you, and I'm like, wow, how's he doing that?
It's a little magic that
I guess.
It's a little something that I do.
Bluetooth,
I control
Bluetooth to the brain.
If I could control that with my mind, that would be the first thing I could control with my mind. I can't even control my mind with my mind. So if you're checking things out, please feel free to. Mark Smothers has the arm injury. Okay, saving his arms for doubles and singles. That's why I didn't play. Thank you. Okay.
Tyler makes
I thought maybe
there.
Cherish knew something about Russell that we didn't know. He was going to get a Band-Aid or something. That makes sense. All right, so an early 2-0 lead here in Game 2, and what is a double dip situation? Will Dairy Queen be served, or will it be a Another king seat held by Martina and Russell. Thanks again to our friends at Destination Toledo for providing the accommodations and the welcoming open arms for Toledo. I really like this. I love the fact that the proximity for so many players that we don't get to see a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody had the opportunity to come out and be a part of it as these two try to figure out how to finish. She's going to try to cut it left or right and grab that bag, but she's not able to pull it off.
Gonna wash at
So it'll be a
10s.
Washington's.
Washingtons.
Thank you, Alan Ballard. Damn it.
I like it.
I like it a lot. All right, let's see what's going on over here. A handful of folks blowing off their day jobs to watch here with us on the stream. Glad to have you along. If you're checking us out there or on the YouTube channel, either one, hit that subscribe button, share that link.
We tried to hook up to the TVs, the ACO. Remember you?
Oh
were
yeah, the
talking about
ACO
taco?
TV.
They didn't have a TV that we could do that to.
No smart TV.
No.
There's still a lot of dumb TVs out there. But you can also go into like Best Buy or any place that has computers hooked into the internet, and you can put it up on those too. Go to
Tyler.
YouTube and click and get it up there.
See if Tyler can corral any of those in.
I think he's just going to stay to the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah, he does. Too far off to the left, and Russell says thank you very much. We'll take a couple there. A 12 on 8. A couple couples.
Couple couples.
Let's get back here to live scoring. 4 on 2 in a game 2 that sees Russell Tabers and Martina Belt
Fighting for their lives on this one.
Yeah.
They want to
fighting to keep from
keep
being
that king seat.
double dipped. Yep. All right, very good. Yeah, we got a Smothers video after this. This is a pretty good one. This was what from Owensboro? Is that Owensboro? Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about him telling jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a Yankee down south,
Uh-huh.
and I'll have to say, can you say that again?
Uh-huh.
Because the
Oh, no.
brogue is so strong
Oh, yeah.
with that one.
Double 4-bagger there with the boys, but with the ladies. But yeah, I mean, he's the only guy who travels with his own subtitles. Sometimes he has to bring Boogie in to translate for him because he's get a little bit closer. He talks fast and he gets into it thick.
Yes, but I love listening to it.
Oh yeah, it's not exactly a calming Southern lilt. So Russell plays a little bit of a block. Now he's going to have to step outside and try to gather so he doesn't lose control of that bag. Comes in with a
And
little
he
nice
pulls that
cleanup
in.
there. Comes in at about a 40-degree angle, maybe 41. It's so funny because I'm watching the ladies, the way the ladies are playing one another versus the way these two are playing one another is completely different. They're throwing gangbusters. These guys both look like they're playing against themselves.
Yeah,
that make sense?
It looks more like a chess game down here, and they're
Yeah.
calculating every. And the ladies just look like it's like,
Yeah.
like put it in the hole.
Ready, aim,
Just
fire.
going for the hole.
Yeah.
Tyler can just look side and grab both of his.
Yeah, run right through it and split the uprights. And
Oh, no. Did not see that coming.
wow.
Bunched up, and we're going to have 8-8.
And that's what's so crazy. And like, you'd see a lot more of those with the OG bags, the old stiffer, you know,
Yeah.
first generation cornhole bags. When we played the Pro Series the one year, the big winner take all, everybody had to use the same bags. It was really interesting to see how everyone adjusted their game to those bags. We saw a lot of that laundry basket bunch up stuff. As slick and as drippy as some of these bags are, and the conditioning and everything that goes on now, you don't see a lot of those.
Oh, just
Uncharacteristic.
hit short of the board.
You know, it's you don't see a lot of bunch ups like that anymore. And with these roll shots, you're not seeing the push in to clog the hole. You're just rolling up and over to get away from it.
Yeah, they slide in those holes.
Mm-hmm. All right, well,
It's going to be a 12 on
12
7.
on 7, yep, 5 spot. So Russell and Martina jump out to a 9-2 lead now. Let's see who else is checking in. No new comments. Feel free to bring them if you've got them, though. Glad to have you there checking it out.
Russell's putting that blocker.
Oh, boy.
Caused Tyler to go off to the right. Didn't see that.
Yeah, that's very well played right there. He'll probably just run through that to clean it all up and try to start fresh. Oh, well, those are going to go. Oh, and he just, I mean, that's gettable, and he should be able to take it, but he left that middle wide open, and boy, I tell you, Tyler has got the little bit of the yips. Oh, nice
There.
airmail drag.
I was going to say, Russell's got one of the best air
Yeah,
mails.
really does.
Consistency, too.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
oh my
that's going to be a
gosh,
6 spot.
12 on 6. And we had just talked about this earlier. You know, you really got to make your comebacks a point here, 2 points there, because rarely do you see a 6 spot
Yeah.
given up, but almost inevitably after you say that, you see it.
Yeah. We're
So
sitting on
15-2. Now, it's been an hour and a half since we said it, but it is typically the case. As soon as you call something out, it's the announcer's jinx, which you've not only probably executed but been a victim of, whether you knew it or
Don't
not.
pull me into this. I'm innocent, I tell you.
Hey, look who it is. My man, how's the arm? We're getting taunted by the peanut gallery.
Oh, I see who you're talking about over there.
They're waving, and we're waving back, and he's like, he doesn't even know who I am. Why is he waving at me like that? I'm just waving back. I'm just being cordial or cordial. Martina's got one of those very recognizable deliveries as well, kind of tapping the bag. Almost looks like she's tapping the top of her head before she lets it go. I really like watching both of them play. Yeah.
Josephine ends up 10-8 on Martina.
And she went slick side up. When
Yeah.
She would have just very easily just run it right up through the middle. And we've seen her do that a few times, that fourth bag blues that Phil and I talk about all the time. It's just a given, and you don't take it.
Mm-hmm. Got to finish it.
Oh, that's Cooksey. He said he did send a note. Look at the crowd, Finn. It was so massive, I didn't even see him over there. All right, so 15 on 4. If Russell and Martina are able to hold on to this and really slam the hammer down, they will be our Coed champions here in Toledo, the Glass City Center.
Then that would be 3. Now that we're
That would be 3, yes, correct. And then the next one we're together, I'll have to go back and look. And how many do they have again?
Right.
I don't think they've won one other than Toledo.
I think they're trying to get that 4th one.
Yep.
I think they're on a mission to.
And would that be a max out?
That would be a max.
That would be a
yeah,
max?
4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never read the rules guide or the player's guide. I don't like following the rules, and I'm not a player, so there you go. All right, so he drops 2. 1 off the back.
Still ends up 9-8.
9 on 8, so there's another peony.
16-4, Russell and Martina.
And
We
after
already
this,
had the first game, and that went to Josephina and Tyler.
yes, it did, 21-10. Nice left to right there, Josephina. I'll tell you, you're seeing a lot of that too. Some that you think would just run through,
Right.
and you are seeing like it's kind of interesting. We talked about it earlier. You're not seeing the bags bunch up in the hole or in front of the hole. It does seem to be to the right or
To
the
the
left
side,
sides
yeah.
of the hole, where you're seeing them pinch up right there. And
I think when Josephina hits this, I think she's going to get all 3 of hers and the one Martina
She
has
going
hanging
up?
in the
No,
back.
she's going to.
Oh,
well,
stuck on there.
there's another wash.
Washingtons. Yeah, you got to say it the southern way,
Washingtons. My mom. It's funny. My mom, like I said, from Louisville, she used to say wash, but now she doesn't say that anymore. The weird thing is, my mom. The thing that she takes away from being a Louisville girl is she turns 1-syllable words into 2-syllable words and 2-syllable words into 1-syllable words. And I'll explain what I mean by that here in a moment, because I'm sure everyone's on the edge of their seat wanting to know what that means.
My parents were foster parents,
Yeah.
and my mom's an East Coaster, so she was
Okay.
from Massachusetts, and she would say, "Time for supper."
Supper.
And one of the little foster boys we had would just look at her and say, "Quit talking like a baby."
Yeah, the Northeast accent, especially around the Boston and the colloquialisms and different things, are
Yeah.
it's a whole complete other world.
Tyler's going to go for this and see if he can pick it up.
No, he's running hot. Oh, he
Oh.
straight up the middle. He didn't get it. I
And
thought
it
he
is
would try it.
Washingtons.
Ah. Yeah, I don't think he trusts his airmail. Remember, I was telling you, he's having trouble
Yeah,
with it. He
said
didn't trust
that.
it there. And with it on the back, I feel like he could have taken the risk, but he.
Well,
look at
especially
the-
if
oh,
you're
boy.
sitting at 16-4. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes you got to take a few of those risks. Or Martina's got one kind of off to the left there. Doesn't look like it's one that she can pick up. So, and one off to the back.
Just a jellyfish. So what's she going to do here?
I think she's going to try and split those.
Yep.
And she
Oh,
does
how
it.
about that?
Great
What a shot. She dug her thumb into that one before she let it
Yeah.
go. That's a fact.
And I think Josephina can pick both these up.
To run through it. She stepped out a little bit as if she wants to take it head on. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
That
that went off
would have
the
been
back.
if there was a list of things I thought she was going to do, that wouldn't even have been
nope.
on it.
Nope.
Yeah, she threw her head back after it was done. Like, what? Who was that? Who threw that bag? So the place at your house where you park your car, what's that room called? When you pull into the
The garage.
okay, right?
Okay.
And when you get out of your car, you step onto the
Cement.
or not the ceiling, but the
Floor.
So garage floor, right?
Yeah.
No.
It was all one word?
It's garage
Garage.
floor.
Okay.
Garage floor. See what I mean?
Well,
For you, it's the garage floor. To her, it's garage floor.
She's just adding a little flavor to her words.
Nice
Nice pickup from
collection
Tyler.
there. And I tell you, these guys better they better get
Yeah,
that
we're
killer
sitting at
instinct.
17-4, so if you're going to start taking some chances, you're going to have to.
Maureen says, where's Philip? Philip is anchoring the coverage from our Mobile, Alabama tournament. Down there with Stephanie Burgett. We had the opportunity to divide and conquer here for the ACO Civil War weekend, North versus the South. I think we've won. Of course, I'm here
You're
with
a little biased.
Tammy Klinger. Sure. Had Alan in here with me a little while ago, little Alan Ballard. Spending some time. We're going to mix and match through the course of the weekend just to get you as much
Nice.
cornhole coverage as we can from both the North
And that one's going to go.
Shore and the South Shore. Phil actually had himself a hell of a day in seniors down in Mobile. As a matter of fact, he was in the King's Seat in seniors, got double dipped by Daryl Macon. So I figure he's probably almost 1% over it by now.
Okay.
All right, I didn't even see anything that happened there. I was
It
looking
was
for
a
comments. It was a 10,
Washington.
Washingtons.
Yep. Now I can't see anything else now. I don't see 2 bags on the board. I see a Washington.
Right.
You've ruined me.
Sorry about that. It's like the FedEx logo now. I can never not see that arrow.
Right.
I never saw that arrow until somebody pointed it out to me.
There's an arrow?
In the FedEx logo?
Yeah.
Really? All right. Well, you keep an eye.
Because
keep an eye on the score.
Because I'll never forget it as well.
It was part of their marketing about moving your packages forward.
Tyler's got 2 off to the left, and Russell just put a blocker up behind it.
Between the E and the X,
Stop.
you'll never not see that arrow.
I never
now.
see
Oh,
it.
what a shot!
Great air
There
mail.
it
There's
is.
those air mails.
He trusted it. He trusted it, and it paid off. Oh, look at that. Tyler's funny. He's just got to run through that. Oh, he's going to lay low and block
Yep.
Russell. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. I don't.
Oh, Russell's got that short airmail.
He does, and he could finish it off.
Oh,
and he holds.
it ends up being a wash.
Wash.
On 8s.
At 8, yep. Don't have any special words for that. Double snowman? I don't know. Somebody's getting hungry, hangry, and it's me.
I was going to say, he's looking over at Eric,
Yeah.
so.
All right. So, again, the first game was 21-10, went to Tyler and Josephina against Russell and Martina, who earned the king seat earlier today by beating Josie Claire and Braden Easterling 21-10.
Josephina just put one off towards the back.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like that one's going to be reachable.
No. And this is where Martina, if you give her that middle, she will
Yep.
just beat you to death with it.
Oh, yeah. We play in our regionals together all the time. One of those ones you look at the bracket and you're like,
Well, your regionals are like majors in that area. They really are.
they
So
definitely
there's
are.
a 2 spot, and the hardest couple of points now to get in Cornhole is the task at hand for Russell Tabers and Martina Belt. Will they find joy, as the EPL announcers like to say? With a 21-6 win, is Russell going to be able to close this out? Not with that.
No.
Yes, Cherish. I could see the all over Tyler's face.
Oh.
Yes, you are correct.
Russell's got 2 bags.
Yes, he does.
Sitting close to the hole, but he might be able to grab 1, but I don't think he's going to get 2.
I don't know. One, it did kind of wiggle and jiggle its way back toward the hole.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's going to go
yeah,
for that.
He'll get it now. Going up. There it is. All right, very good. So the worst damage that can be done is a 2 spot here. Will the 4th bag blues come into play? Will he lay it low
Or
and miss it? Yeah.
Washingtons.
Washingtons. Somebody was telling me earlier about a shot. It's called a steak shot. It's a shot of Jameson, a shot of Worcestershire sauce, and then you cover a lime in salt and pepper and go 1, 2, 3, and it tastes just like a steak. But it's the first time I've ever heard Worcestershire sauce called Wash Your Sister sauce. All right.
See what this bag of Martinez does. It kind of
Boy.
nose down to the hole, but I don't think it's.
And then dumbass me, I said, you give her the middle and she takes it. No, what I tell you earlier
Yeah.
about the announcer jinx? Sorry about that.
So Martinez got 2 sitting on the back of the board. Josephina,
Oh, she's not
I
going
was
to
just
take
going to say,
advantage.
is going right up the middle, but that one just kind of went off to the right.
Oh, boy.
This isn't the round for the ladies.
Will this be a 10-on-6? Yeah, it is. All right, so there's the 4th spot. They've cracked double digits now. 19-6 becomes 19-10 as Russell gathers his weaponry and looks back at the scoreboard. He said, we're fine. He gives a little nod to Martina, who also just used, I think, Tyler's word. for the day. All right, so will he find his groove again with that first bag? Probably would have been all right if it had sat still, but he'll take that. At least he knows where it is. Nice blocker from Russell.
Russell likes those blockers.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he's noticed that Tyler hasn't been using the airmails
Yep,
very
look at
much.
that.
So
And he's saving
I
it.
think
He's got
he's-
his airmail if he wants to come in there.
I think he's calling Tyler out, saying,
take
"Come
it.
on, if you want it, I'm going to make you work for
Yeah,
it."
if you want to win, you got to beat me.
And Tyler did not use the airmail.
He stopped. He was in motion, and he stopped his pitch. Gonna lay low. Yep.
Yep. Although both of those look like they could be,
Yep.
I think an airmail could grab them.
So 7 on 2. Where's he got one under? Does Tyler have one under?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got one under.
Yeah, so 7 on
He's going up.
up.
And
Oh,
he
what a
gets it.
shot. How about that?
That was an awesome shot.
That's trust. Run it through. Well,
So that's going to be a 12 on 10.
I'll tell you what, that's the best shot we've seen all day today here on center court, and that is going back and trusting his airmail.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Which-
probably been wondering where that's been.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah,
shot.
if that airmail starts giving him a little more confidence, you
Yeah.
could definitely see an airmail war coming on this side. Chelsea's bag goes just to the back, hanging in the hole a little bit. See if it works its way back at you.
Yeah, so Martina's got to recapture that control of the hole up front that she had before. And this is exactly what she wants to see now. Pinch it up there and then just
Yep.
take the middle.
But then again, we just seen what happened
Yeah, it's a
with
good,
Tyler and Russell. Same bags.
it's a good question. I don't know. She wants to go down and take a look. Yeah. Would you like to walk with me? Yeah, come on. Let's go down. Let's go have a chat.
That'd be funny if they started skipping.
So, okay, so look at the way that's laid up. You've got 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock jammed up. You've got right there at the bottom is just enough of a pinch. I think, what's he telling her? He's like, Joe, just try to right to left cut on your third bag and then try to run through, or I don't know. I mean, they've only got to pull 2.
Right. But if she goes at it, that could bunch the hole and nothing drops.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot of that today, too.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's telling Josephina. That was insane. Okay. It looks like the team of Belt and Tabers has their strategy worked out. Thumbs up and taters have been exchanged. But Josephina has the next bag. She gives a little whack to remind it
her lucky whack.
who's boss. And see what she does with it. She juggles. She thinks.
I think she's going to go up on it.
She juggles some more. She's going up. Oh, and that's not what she wanted. Now Martina. Now you run into the issue of bunching up the hole and not being able to take advantage of what has happened there with Josephina.
I think I would lay it right behind her other bag.
I think
what Martina should just double up and make a Josephina
that's
shoot
what Russell
for it.
was telling her to do.
Yep.
Oh man.
She's kind of hidden this side, so Josephina can't just slide it in there.
Yeah. And there is probably more of the hole available than it appears. Going up. Oh, and off the backside. Oh.
That's going to be game.
That's going to do it, yep. On the board for the win, and there we have it. Russell Tabers, Martina Belt, hold on from the King's seat, and the double dip challenge right there for the Coed Doubles Championship here in Toledo, Ohio, the Glass City Center Court, the center of the northern half of the ACO Civil War weekend. You've seen coverage from Mobile, from the Outlaw Center in Mobile, Alabama. You've seen the coverage from the Glass City Center Court here in Toledo, Ohio. More to come. We'll have games streamed for you here to take a look at. We'll have the big blind draw coming a little bit later on just to take a look at. But we are going to take a break. Congratulate our winners. Nicely done.
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
Let's hope for tomorrow you're not available to do this. But if you are, we got to do it.
Yes, but if not, we're going to show you some Mark Smothers to enjoy.
There you go. A little bit of Mark Smothers to take you out with and enjoy the rest of the afternoon and the evening. Congratulations, Sammy Van Sickle, McKenna Ballou, Michael Oaksang, and how about Russell Tabers and Martina Belt, who I do believe were the projected winners from the Mississippi Ninja Philip Barnett. So well done to him, and good stuff. What's that?
That's their third one.
That's
so
their third one?
They need one more to be able to play for, Coed?
Are you sure? I'm not sure if they won any. Martina and Russell, have they won any anywhere else? I'm not. Let me go back. Oh, yeah. It's their third one. Good stuff.
Get your crayons out.
All right, the Glass City Center Court. We're going to leave you in the capable hands and somewhat undistinguishable words of Mark Smothers here on the ACO Digital Network.
He know damn well I was in the field, and I was just trying to lay around and just kind of keep it. Yeah, he thought I was in the field. Well, hey, run off backwards in the pond.
Yeah.
This is my second tournament with them bags.
Is that it?
Really?
Yeah. Well, I played with them. I practiced with them a little bit tonight in the garage, and my garage floor got kind of dirty, so I washed them. Yeah, he thought I was running off in the pond again. But I'm blessed. Good day. I was blessed to get to win that one. It really feels good. And I ain't kidding. Bob's going to kill me. I know he is. But he's got a bad accent. I don't know where he got it at.
This could go on all night if we allowed it.
Well, we can.
All right.
Kathy, Philip wants a pumpkin roll, honey.